As we had last left it off, the party met with Suwampati, who gave them a great many explanations as to why he did what he did. He seemed more than willing to join the party in forming a revolution against the king and the capital. However, before he could fully commit the August monks to this, he required permission. One from the Guardian, and one from the Mel Tokyo Council. In order to proceed, he decided to bring you to the Guardian, as you had earned that right for passing their trials. Before you went to go see them, he asked for a moment alone with Otti. As he discussed with Otti, it turns out that he was in fact her grandfather. He had something of a checkered past with Otti's mother Orion, having not been there when they were younger, and a rift forming between the two, something he worked to overcome, but was never able to do so as Otti's mother died when she was still young. Otti was hesitant to open up, considering the amount of betrayal and, well, bad luck that the party has been through recently, and left it on a professional note, saying if you can help us, then we can help you. With this, Sawam took you all beneath the monastery itself to the very far reaches. Below, temple carved into one of the rivers, to a place called the Inner Sanctum, and from there you were all met with individual visions of people who were most important to you or were connected to you in a significant way. From there they spoke to you and tested your limits, either confirming that you could let go of your hatred, or that you could find a better way, or that you were in fact committed to a single course of action. It was a Shoska's way of determining how true to yourself you were. She deemed you all worthy and let you all in to the Inner Sanctum, revealing herself to be a Sphinx. Very much discussion has been had, detailing how she was corrupted in the war, saved by Suwampati, and how much of the histories of the world has been purged and she has been able to save them all. Well, not all of them, but a significant portion of it all. She revealed that her biggest secret was something called the Truth Gate, a device created by the gods. It has only ever been utilized once before by a noble who wished to do something good to protect people, and by doing so somehow, unknown to everyone, somehow called forth the very first coming of Argonath. Since then, the Truth Gate has been forbidden by Ashoska and the August monks. None shall use it, for the risk of the dangers of using it are far too great. It was there you also found a special teleportation circle to the hidden elven city of Galablimbor. However, the key to activate it is unknown. The way to figure it out was to utilize the Truth Gate, according to Ashoska, which cannot be done, or would be allowed to happen. Inquiring into this further, you only met with vague answers and coy distractions. And it was on these revelations that we had last left it off. So, Before we get into any serious RP, I need to go take over for Beth, so I will be back in a few minutes' time, okay?
Roger, Roger.
So what are the clues that we've been given? If any?
Couldn't tell you.
I don't think there are any clues. It's basically that the key for the door is on the other side of the door. And we're not allowed to go through the door.
I think we can use the truth gates, but we're not allowed to open it.
Well, we can use it, but we can't get the key because the key is on the other side of it and we can't go through it without the key.
Well, it was something like you. The key isn't a real tangible thing. However, to open the way, someone has to use the truth gate to open the way, and then others can pass through. So it was kind of like someone had to either like sacrifice or hold the door open or something along those lines.
Like whenever it comes to a door or something, I'm going to be like Otti because it's that prophecy from the ogre.
Well, it's a door. But
I'll send them to you now, so you're aware of them as a player, Fiona. Not a player,
okay.
Yeah, a player, not a character. Because I wrote them down.
But I guess we can always ask Shoska. If we can't open it, how do we open it, kind of thing.
Well, I mean, I think she is a sphinx, so she'd usually be a bit kind of funny about these things.
Oh, I know.
If I know anything about sphinxes.
Yeah, I just want permission before we start dicking around with weird magical artifacts in the room. Like, is it okay to actually go like touch this, or is it illegal in like Sphinx?
Yeah.
Mainly. But
the cat has made my arm numb, but it's too late to.
You know, you can't. You may as well just chop it off.
Yeah.
The arm, not the cat. Obviously.
Yeah. I know.
But so far, the only things I've been able to make out are there's some weird things and a nebula kind of looking thing. The League of Legends inspiration rune. That is from League. An amulet, a book, which I assume is the journal/diary. Some weird kind of piece of armor with tentacles. The bridge. Yeah, maybe. The bridge that Gandalf kills himself on. A sword. William Shakespeare or some English person, like aristocracy or whatever. Another book. An oracle. And as we discussed earlier, a scarab.
Okie dokie. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so what would you guys like to do? Free reign of the inner sanctum. Shoska is watching and smiling. She's willing to answer any of your questions, and Sawam is just... he's currently staring at the gauntlets. Now, Otti, from your perspective, noticing the gauntlets themselves, they are almost scale-like in nature. They have... sorry. There's a red gem embedded in kind of like where the back of the hand would be, and the very tips of the hands are almost clawed in nature. They encompass your entire hand all the way up to your elbow, and at the very back where they sort of stop, there is another blue gem there, and they crack off with a resonant heat inside, but they are walled off in a glass container.
So like a child, I'm just going to push my face up right against them and really take a look at them. Are they kind of like... Do I get the impression they're sort of like magical-esque, or it's like that's what the gem's trying to do to it?
You get the feeling that it's all intricately designed into each other. That every single part of it reeks of magical power. It's probably, at least from your perspective, and you're quite a smart individual, it's probably one, if not the strongest single artifact in this room.
We should go and have a look around and then come back to this to see if there's anything else that might be useful.
Why don't we each pick an item and go and stare at it intently?
Sounds fair. I do have a question though.
For who?
Ashoska.
She smiles at you and says, "Speed."
Who's the fox? Do you know which one is the fox?
I do not know of what you speak.
A bunch of weird merchants out in Mel Tokyo, and they run something called like the Sly Fox or something. And there's a riddle that they've got going on in that one of them is the fox, but they're all called the fox. So I don't really know which one. I just thought you might know.
You
Interference,
see
Jack.
her-
It's gone.
Oh, it's because of phone. My bad.
May come back. So
Yeah. You see her eyes kind of gloss white a little. She says, "If you do not mind waiting, I have the ability to discover such information."
Yeah, why
How
not? I mean,
long would we have to wait for?
10 minutes.
I was expecting it to be a few years.
I'm fine with that. I'm gonna
aware
go
of-
stare at something if that's okay.
Of course, I am aware of certain magics that allow me to acquire information and lore on specific subjects.
Oh, I think I know which one you mean.
Well, I will focus on that, but please explore, but do not take anything. Any of these items are dangerous.
I
I'll
put my
drop-
hands in my pocket.
I'll drop a very low bow and just thank you very much. That's much appreciated. Just trot off. Just to clarify, Jack, is this an item as well, or is this like a path to elsewhere?
Sorry, from where, sorry? Where?
That one.
That's an item.
Okay. I'll go there because it kind of blends and I don't want us to miss it.
I really want to touch the beetle.
Don't touch the beetle.
I really, really want to though.
Touch the beetle.
They're dangerous. Did you not hear the big sphinx?
Like, do you not remember
Who
back in
would,
Greenfold?
I think my item might be a woman.
Who would like
Sorry.
to go first?
Women are not objects. God.
I don't know, roll
I
a
know.
D however many players there are. I don't know how many there are now.
Well,
There's
6
still
players,
6.
so...
There are 6. Roll a D6.
Alright, so Megan is 1 and Ellie is 6 from my perspective on Discord.
Fair.
Megan.
Music going, Jack, because I can't hear anything.
Yeah, there is music playing.
Yeah,
I'm
there
gonna
is a little
play
bit.
around with my settings.
We're
Apparently
currently
Heart of
listening to the
Nowhere.
Heart of Nowhere by
Yeah,
Exposition.
It's my exposition playlist. Because you are currently expositing.
There we go, I got it now. Just thinking it was really quiet, and I was like, I need to get this Sly as a Fox song out of my head. Okay.
So,
What about what does the fox say? Does that help?
No, I'm gonna go back to Meatloaf because I was singing that in work. Anyway,
So, having a look at this particular item that is currently cordoned off with glass and what appears to be a few magical enchantments on the inside of it, there is a golden brooch that is in the picturesque of a scarab. It's in of itself very much is clearly magical. There are blue gems embedded in all of it, and the design is very intricate, very much equivalent of an old elvish design. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
you have no idea how much I want it.
She sees it. She likes it. She won it. She
It's
stole it. Yeah, she won it.
Tiny.
She stole it.
I love. Sing more, please, because I roll well, clearly, when you sing at me.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Arrabella,
But she's gonna
you
need that brooch.
examine this item, you can almost see the very weave itself kind of bounce and fluctuate off of it. You have heard, or you recall reading about one such item a long time ago in a magical book that you were just sort of flicking through it. There are very, very, very few items in this world that have certain legends about them. This could be one of those items. You think this is known as the Scarab of Protection. Without being able to acquire it or hold it to identify what it does, I don't really know what it does, but you can tell it's clearly very powerful, almost an anti-magic sort of power about it. So, ignoring ones, let's reroll 6, 4. So 1, 2, 3. Russ. Going up to this particular item, there is a marble statue of an old and wise lady. Can you make a religion check for me, please?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find my sheet which I seem to have misplaced.
Happens to the best of us.
Oh god, I'm so sorry. Hang on. Religion. It's my worst one, I think.
Hey! Russ, you have read about this person. This is the god known as Aum. What gives it away is that embedded into her head are 14 coloured stones on the grand display. So they appear to be rather magical in nature. Go ahead and make another Arcana check, please.
You can give yourself a bardic inspiration, right? maybe it wouldn't help with a roll of 3.
I mean, they certainly are pretty stones. They kind of remind you of the stones that are currently whizzing around Otti's head and, I believe, Verity's head.
And Rennas, I
beyond
think.
That, and Rennas' head. But beyond that, you don't know what they are. You just know there are 14.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Ignoring 1s and 4s. 6. Okay. Otti, wandering over onto this particular journal or book, flipping through the pages, you can clearly tell that this is Melody's old journal. It's clearly been placed as a sign of respect and reverence, tucked away amongst all the books and artifacts of this place. Within a special place of memory.
Okay.
Reading through the pages, it's information that you have already learned thanks to finding later versions of her journal where she rewrote everything.
Just gonna touch the front of the journal that's in the bag and just look over at the other book because I know there's another book. I'm like, oh, Verity's there. Fine. I'm going with the idea that knowledge is the key.
Potentially.
So Rennas, you walk up to a painting. It is quite amazing. It's clearly very, very old. The edges of it somewhat decaying with time a little. However, this ancient painting depicts colossal-sized beings made up of the 4 elements. They swirl around the outer rims of the art piece, and the center is a multi-layered world with layers of mountains, plains, oceans, and peoples. With hands outstretched, shining a golden light over it all, at the top of the art piece is a deity with 3 heads. You surmise that they're likely depicting 3 different gods. One is a helmet that shines light, another is an old man with very long flowing white hair and beard, and the last is a young maiden with glowing silver hair.
Could I work out these are linked to the little orb things that we found in the ice caves? They were all different elements, and the Colossus was linked to the big door that we found down there as well?
Make an intelligence check for me. You can't be sure.
It's a very pretty picture, though.
Ashoska will call out to you and usually say, that art piece is one of the only original pieces left in the world that depicts the creation of the material realm. The gods displayed are the ones known as Moradin, Tyr, and Istus.
Moradin, that name sounds familiar. I'm sure there's someone that keeps rabbiting on about Moradin.
Do you say that aloud?
I damn right say that out loud while, calling over at Korgrin.
Oh! Insult aside, I might take a wee look at that in a minute. Fuck you. But thank you.
I look offended and say fine.
Korgrin, the picture that you were looking at, the painting, it's a faded and old canvas that depicts a stone city from underground. It looks strong and defensible, overpowering and overbearing. All the marks of the finest dwarven craftsmanship is captured in this painting.
Does it look like Philly Dozan, or completely is this somewhere that I don't recognise whatsoever?
It's not somewhere you recognise. It doesn't look like Philly Dozan.
Any kind of inscription on the bottom, entrance to so and so glorious city of the dwarves or some such?
Not that you can see.
Is it behind something? Is it encased in glass as well?
No, it's just hanging on the wall.
Can I touch the painting, Ashoska? Is that okay?
Do you have clean hands?
I look down at my gauntlets. They are probably not clean.
They're a little dirty.
I'll take them off. I can have the clean hands in a second.
I can prestidigitation them.
Yeah, Verity just waves her hands and all the dirt, the grime, and sweat on your hands just go, and they are clean.
Thank you, Verity. Can I touch the painting? Is there anything remarkable about it? Is it actually a magic portal and I fall straight through?
No, it's a painting.
Do you know where this depicts, Ashoska?
I wonder indeed.
Is it magical?
Make an Arcana check.
I'm not good at those. Petch! A 13 is not dreadful, it's not good either.
You don't think so? Anyway. Verity. You go back to reading this book, or sort of flicking through it somewhat. It's a tome that shows the various styles of monk fighting styles. Each and every single one of them seem to have warnings or some form of forbiddance behind it. You get this. You surmise that this is a tome of fighting styles that are deemed to be too dangerous to teach.
Do not try this at home, kids style.
At this point, Suwan will call out to you and says, "Ah, yes, the tome of forbidden techniques. I have studied this book intently. It is how I discovered how to perfect the technique known as tranquility, to be an innate energy without limitations. The lessons for you would be interesting, however, I doubt you will be able to utilize them without years of training, so feel free to read."
Yeah, I doubt any monkdom in my future. Thought it would be more exciting than this, and I just kind of like lazily flip the pages. Consider
Lazily
graffitiing
flipping
some of
through
the
the pages.
drawings. I don't.
I mean, most of the pictures had pictures of stances and stuff like that. So there's that going for you.
No, but like trying to do little fart clouds over someone who's bent over the wrong way, stuff like that. I think about it, but I don't.
No, nothing like that. Do you just flick through it, or do you like read anything, or you just like just going through the pages?
Just like lazily going through the pages unless something catches my eye.
I'd say a couple things catch your eye. One thing that probably the first thing that catches your eye is the style known as Primal Elemental Destruction style. Reading it, it looks like it's a technique that bends the very elements as naturally as breathing. Done without any restraint, one could cause earthquakes and tsunamis with a wave of the hand. The first monks who wrote this tome deemed this style a threat to nature itself.
I could do that. Pout. I'm a
Flicking
threat to nature.
past... Sorry, what?
I'm a threat to nature itself.
Flicking through some more, you see another one that seems interesting. It's known as Spirit Style, 1,000 Years of Death. From reading it, it looks like it's a fighting style that renders its victims immortal to a degree in that it stops aging them, but it also incapacitates them indefinitely with pain and paralysis. The first monks deemed this style too brutal and cruel to continue to teach.
Edgar.
Continuing to flick through, another technique that sticks out is shadow replication of mind and body, a technique that allows one to make copies of themselves. A one-man army could be made, but this technique was deemed dangerous by the first monks because the replicas did not know that they were replicas, and originals were often killed due to imbalance within oneself, leading to literal combat.
That one seems kind of cool, but I don't know. You say ballads, and it's like,
There is one particular chapter that really sort of has a lot of emphasis and a lot of detailed design into it. It's known as the 8 Palms of Heaven and Earth. A lot of emphasis has been placed on the style. And Sawam, who's just been sort of wandering around, kind of like just leans over your shoulder a bit, and he says, "Ah, yes, that technique. I've never been able to do that one, not even in the slightest. I've tried for decades. It is considered the ultimate technique of monks. It
You're just not
encompasses-
funky enough.
No, unfortunately not. It encompasses nearly every known and forbidden techniques into a single deadly style. One would ascend to almost demigod form, having 8 arms to create blades of light and heat in each palm. The first monks only theorized this style. They were never able to do it due to its difficulty and complexity.
And we don't know any monks.
I am a monk.
I mean, I know you're a monk.
Nearly
But,
all of my students are monks.
No shit!
So, you do in fact know monks.
I was talking about within our party, though, someone who would benefit from skills like this.
Oh. My apologies. And he walks off.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been really jealous since I saw him catch that arrow that Arrabella shot at him.
We have gloves
I'm-
that can let you do that.
Fine. Just brush off my foreshadowing that I might take monk at some point.
Like, you're still devastated you took A level in fighter, so.
I know. Like, I
Yeah,
could
but
be
I'll be
one
level
level
21
extra.
I'll be level 21 soon, then I can start looking at monk.
You're not going to go into fighter for action search?
Never. I feel
Ooh.
dirty that I have a level of fight already.
Oh, action
I
search,
think
2 actions. Oh,
I think 4 out of 6 party members have dipped into fighter.
Yeah.
I think the only who hasn't then.
Verity and Russ.
I was no fair. I was still thinking like, did Leslie do it as well as Bella? I don't remember that. But no, that's fair. Like current, that's makes sense.
Yeah, she was a druidic barbarian.
Yeah, there was a lot going on here already.
Yeah. She liked her diversity. And I think she got caught up in the fact that you got up to level 44 in this campaign.
That too.
Alright. Is there anything else you guys would like to look at, examine, do?
Rennas,
Yeah.
can we swap? To me, this painting looks like a dwarven city. Tell me what it looks like to you, and I'll go look at that painting.
Why would I want to look at a dwarven city, I say, as I stroll over and start looking at it?
Well,
Looks like a dwarven city.
look like a dwarven city to you, but the DM has just said it does, so maybe never mind, and you're welcome to wander off elsewhere. But anyway, I'm over here now.
So, Korgrin, now you look at this painting that clearly the elemental creatures on the outskirts of the painting are clearly the Colossuses, and it really is a fine display of artworks and history embedded into one single canvas. At the top of the painting, you see the 3-headed deity. The leftmost head is a helmet that shines light. This has often been a way to depict the head of Moradin.
Say a quick prayer as I kind of look at it. Just did a mighty fine job.
Verity, you wander over to this statue. It is a horrific display. Almost humanoid in nature. The arms are thin and almost rotten. The legs are long and jointy. However, beyond the midriff section, it then sort of expunges out into multiple forms. You feel like you can see some octopus tentacles. You can see some crustacean-like shellings, and there are multiple eyes embedded all over it, as well as pincers at the top. That kind of 4 of them sort of pinch down, as well as black shards that are depicted to hover overhead of this creature.
Yet another unrealistic expectation for women.
Oshoska calls over to you and she says, "That survived the purge. It is one of the only pictures in existence that remains of Argonef."
This is what
Damn it!
like
Damn it! Burn it!
That
Target
is-
practice!
like thing from
That-
the deep.
That is the form that Argonef has taken when he roamed the material realm.
Well, I guess
I don't suppose.
we just have to snap his legs.
I don't suppose by any chance it happens to be to scale, does it? That would be really helpful.
Argonef's form was changeable. He could choose to be the size of a large man, or he could choose to be the size of a gargantuan colossus.
Does he always have the tentacles, though? Like, he can't change how he looks, can he? Just change his size?
I believe it is just his size that he changes.
That's cool. Like, hopefully we won't be infiltrated then. Side-eyes Russ. And, yeah.
All of us. Dealing with Arabella's distrustful ways.
I guess you could say Russ is sus.
Russ, going over to this painting, it's a regal portrait that depicts an ancient elven king with long flowing black hair, eyes as white as snow, and golden robes with a level of embroidery only available to those with the highest status. He is depicted with a beautiful headdress and a blade that curves with jewels on the hilt. He is standing next to a table of fine foods like roasted chicken, steamed ham, red wine, and a succulent fruit bowl. The plaque on it says King Jurai Jackas.
Do I know what that means?
Make a history check. I fucking knew you would say that, Zach. He looks elven. Now, unfortunately, being a soldier, you've never been educated in ancient elven history, as it's generally, a put down and censored subject. But Jurai Jackas is very, very similar to the capital city of Jarus Jukai.
Okay.
So let's see. So Arrabella, you've gone back over to the gauntlets.
Talk to Ashoska.
Oh, okay, Ashoska. So, what would you like to say to Ashoska?
I know you said that we're not allowed to touch the artifacts that are in this room, but I've just gone and seen the brooch that is over there, and I am coming to ask if it's possible that we may utilize it in the rest of our travels. I can tell that it is an item used for protection, and I hope that you agree that we could use all the help we can get. And
This
yeah,
is not
I figured
mine
I'd
to
ask.
give.
Whose is it to give?
My mate, Andromeda.
Does
I
Andromeda
hold
live here
on to
too?
it. I
So a
do not
second
know where
Verity.
Andromeda is. I have not seen Andromeda since the war. I hope he is okay.
Do you think he
I
would
hold
allow
on to
us?
it.
I promise to
cannot speak.
protect it as much as I can.
I cannot speak for Andromeda. You must, if you wish to utilize this item, you must seek him yourself.
Is Andromeda also a sphinx?
Yes.
Then
Speciesist. Just assuming they only mate together.
that's why I
I am a-
asked, because I wasn't assuming.
I Sphinx. Because there's two types. There's an androsphinx and a gynosphinx, I believe.
One's male, one's female. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So the androsphinx are the male ones. So a short school kind of claims is, I am the sphinx known as a gynosphinx. My mate, forever and all eternity, is an androsphinx.
Which-
He is similar to me, but he would appear more masculine.
Then I hope that he is well and that we cross his path.
As do I. I wish to know what became of him.
Which war are we talking about that you haven't seen him since?
The war with Argoneth. 3 decades ago.
Where did you last see him?
On the field of battle, both he and I fought on the side of Argoneth for a time.
Oh no, I mean like physically, like Vorod, like Janis Jakai, the frontier.
Oh, it was... Suwam, where was it? I believe it was north of the Ever Autumn Forest. Ah, yes.
That's the...
Life tree, yeah.
No. The thing above it is the fortress that we're next to.
There is Fort Might
Thank
and
you.
Vorod, yes, along that path.
Can I ask why you believe your mate still lives if you have not seen him in 30 years?
He and I are connected on a level that transcends sense. If he were to die, what would tell me? Our love transcends time and boundaries.
Russ kind of
If-
shudders. Like,
If we are to find him and he is not joined the same side that you have, is there anything that we can say to him to let him know that you are safe and that you are...
Tell him I have resumed my guardianship, and none have used the gate. He will know
I will do.
that he will not be under the sway of Argoneth, for Argoneth no longer walks this plane, and no longer has a direct feed to the minds of beings such as myself.
So if he was to return to this plane, he would be able to control you again?
No. We were tricked the last time.
Okay.
Now that we are aware of his ways, it would be very difficult for him to do so again.
Cool. Thank you. Sorry, had a bit of a panic there. You look quite powerful.
As do you.
It's Sphinx level. Cheers. I am literally the size of your paw. So.
Rennas, going
Yeah.
up to the current artifacts that you are by, you can see a particular scabbard that is littered with divine magic. There are 9 swords embedded inside the scabbard, 9 different hilts that are connected to each one of them. It's not cordoned off by glass or anything, it's just literally on a stand, with 4 hilts on the side of the scabbard and 1 at the very top.
And there's no glass in between me and these hilts.
No.
I'd have to reach out. I wouldn't grab it, but I'd have to reach out and just touch it gently. Run my fingers down the hilts.
Same people. We gotta touch things.
It feels smooth, firm. It's a good hill.
And then I think I'd catch myself and stop. I was like, that's just crazy. Who would ever need 9 blades at once? Who among us has 9 hands?
They are known as the Swords of Answering. They are weapons of legends lost to time and ages. 9 of them are said to exist, and all 9 have been gathered here. Each one embedded with a soul of a powerful mage that represented the different aspects of morality. That scabbard was crafted by Gond. Only a cosmic call of divinity will open the scabbard and allow the swords to be wielded again.
It's like a sword in the stone, Jobby. If you can grab it, you're worthy.
If God declares you to be worthy, then yes.
If we opened it and Gon came, maybe we could ask him to repair the staff while he's there. Because it's not enough that he'll give us the 9 swords.
Otti. There's this particular locket lies exposed on a small pedestal. It has several coloured mists seeping off of it, like steam or condensation, and it's glistening as if it's wet, and made of an ornate bronze metal.
Just to confirm, it doesn't look like Suam's
No.
locket. As doesn't look like any locket we've seen. We've seen quite a lot of lockets in with the dragon, and we've got quite a lot of them on us.
This one is very, very different.
Okay. I'm gonna shout out. What is the meaning behind these mists?
It is the mist of the judge. I would not recommend opening the locket, lest you wish to face them. There are treasures to be found inside that locket. I won't lie, but none who have ever gone in there have ever returned.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch the locket. I'm gonna walk away from it.
Maybe we could find a key in there if there's treasures in there, and then we can get through this damn door.
I did think that, but I don't want to go in there.
I mean, the no one has ever returned thing makes me less keen to go in there.
So Arrabella, you gaze upon the portrait of this dwarven underground city. It is very old and very empowering.
Shaska, what's the relevance of this? Like, why is this here among everything else?
I wonder indeed.
Can I have an Arcana check of it?
Okay.
Zach, you gonna sing at me?
No, but I didn't mean to, apparently. Just as I inhaled.
I think it was the terrified look on your face that did it.
Yeah.
It definitely ain't magical.
Can I take it off the wall?
If you want to.
Yes.
So you take it off the wall. It's quite heavy for you because you're only a halfling and this is a big painting. So you're like, oh, ooh. Do you carry it? Do you put it on the floor? What do you do?
I gently lower it to the floor, but like balance it on my tippy toes, so it's not directly on the floor.
So you put it on your little tippy toes and looking up at the wall, there's a small square line of where the dust has never touched the wall and as such, it's a little cleaner than the rest of it.
Can I have a look at the back of the canvas and at the wall? So I want to have a look at the back of the canvas to see if there's anything there, and then also at the wall to see if there's anything, like a weird-looking brick or something.
Oh, yeah, having a look at the back of the canvas, you see some inscriptions.
What language are they in? Do I recognize it?
What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Halfling, Draconic, and Abyssal.
You do not understand.
Verity! Can you come over here, please? There's some scribbles I can't understand.
Just confirming that my helm of comprehend languages is only spoken languages.
That's right, I think.
I think it's.
I don't seem to have a handout for it.
Comprehending languages.
Verity, you wander over and have a look at the back of this painting.
Spoken, yeah, Rennas. Spoken.
You are able to read it. It's Dwarven, but very, very old Dwarven. It says, "Your hands do justice to paints what ours does to stone. We thank you for that magnificent gift. Our kinship remains since the days of King Jirai Jackas, and we remember. The lost path needs a key, and we protect it well. Tell the Apple of Knowledge the name of our home, and the path of our history will be made open to you."
Can you put that in chat, please?
Just to confirm that
heck's
the
an
fact
apple of
it's
knowledge?
ancient Dwarvish means it's got a Scottish accent.
I mean, Ashoska is probably the apple of knowledge.
Well, I was thinking more of the tree we found back in Parfadellen, which was an actual tree with fruit that gave you memories. That would make sense to me.
Maybe.
But if so, maybe they could help us with some interesting...
And then there's nothing in the
Language.
bricks. Like if I just kind of touch all the bricks.
No, they're all simple bricks.
As Verity's over, I'm like, can you help me put it back up on the wall? Like she's not overly strong either, but hopefully the two of us
No.
together.
So yeah, to the two of you together, you're just like, ooh, and you put it back on the wall. It's a little crooked, and Ashoska's like feline eyebrow kind of raises a little.
Would Verity be saying that out loud as she's translated it?
Would she?
Yee. Dwarven cities do I know? Drogon Morda.
Can you
Very
not do a
good.
history check on this canvas?
Probably. But then I don't think I recognized it, and I'm kind of still probably looking at the Colossus one. But
I'd
I will
call you
probably-
over. I'd call you over and be like, do you have any idea? Like, you heard what Verity said? Maybe the name of this place is something.
Maybe. I'll be with you in a minute. I'll study it better, I think.
Yeah. You got any Dwarven heritage, Russ? Like, I know you got some monk heritage. Well, not monk heritage. Gnome heritage somehow in your bloodline.
Afraid not. Oh, what the fuck accent was that? Jesus. I'd quite like to look at the. I'd quite like to look. Maybe getting an idea to look at the back of the portrait of the king.
You look at the back of the portrait. It is empty. There's nothing there.
Shame.
Is that what we're doing now? Should I take a look at the back of the Colossus one? I just pull it back and just look at the back of it, just without waiting for an answer.
Nothing back there.
This is what happens when you tell a bunch of people not to touch things. We just take all the paintings off the wall.
At least they aren't going back on the wall upside down.
Or with a dick on them, just somewhere, So Verity doodles a dick between Argneth's legs or something.
That would be funny, though.
Octocock. I suppose I will. I'm minor silly Argytran, lovely.
There is now a silly moustache on the statue of Argoneth. Kind of squiggly and shoots off.
I hate having typed that, but I've typed it nonetheless. I will ask Ashoska, just out of curiosity as well. Well, two things. So, would it particularly be bad if a certain Edgar Talion knew a location of one of the Colossi? Since he's kind of aligned to Argoneth. Is that a bad thing?
So Worm and Ashoska look at each other. I think anything to do with that man, what he knows, is a bad thing.
Right.
Amen to that.
And, well, I suppose I've now got an additional question that wasn't my second question. Do you know where the 4 colossi are? I mean, we know of one of them, but do you know where... Oh. Would you be willing to say?
Would you be willing to know?
I very much would.
The corpse of the fire colossus lies at the heart of a volcano that is currently resided in a place you call No Man's Isle.
Oh.
The body of the water colossus is currently under the home of an ancient silver dragon far out into the ocean. The body of the air colossus, well, you see that in the clouds every day. His body is the literal air we breathe. But if one was to find a heart for it, they'd find it at the peak of the highest mountain in the world.
Would we know where the highest mountain in the world is?
Make a history check.
Would that by any chance be... I'm happy to say this as Korgrin because we've kind of discussed it. Would that be Mount Celeste?
Yes. So
Because...
there are two forms of Mount Celeste. There's the actual divine location known as Mount Celeste, and then there is the mortal version of Mount Celeste, where one could technically, if they have enough piety and a key, could walk straight into the halls of Celestia.
Okay. And then, by any chance, is the Earth Colossus?
Fiona, let me just give you a quick rundown on what you just said there. The Colossuses were they were the architects of building the material realm. So the gods were the designers. They designed how the material realm was going to come into existence. Then they created 4 creatures or beings of pure elements. The Colossuses of earth, air, fire, and water. And together they built the material realm. And then they roamed it for a significant portion of time. Life began to bloom, and eventually conflict happened. The Colossuses were eventually struck down and their bodies buried into the world. With their deaths, the control of the elements paved way to influence from anything that wasn't a Colossus, effectively. Effectively gave the control of the fate of the material realm to the mortals. Their bodies are still scattered around, and they are protected. For if Argonef was to find them and discover them, the power he would then acquire would be untold. He, with the literal power to create the material realm at his disposal as well as his own power, Ashoska theorizes that he'd have enough power to literally smash the divine gate, which keeps gods from entering the material realm as well as interacting with each other's realms.
Okay.
Sorry, what are you going to say, Zach?
I was just going to say, kind of finishing Ashoska's statement, and the Earth Colossus probably below what is now known today as Drogon Demorda?
Correct. It was one of the oldest cities that went deep and far into the earth.
Yeah, he knows about that one.
The Aarakocra were given guardianship of the Wind Colossus. The dwarves were given guardianship of the earth. The dragons were given guardianship of the water. And the giants were given guardianship of the fire.
I'm surprised Ashoska is revealing so much, to be honest. But I guess we did prove ourselves in some way.
Yeah, you're worthy.
We're a particularly stupid party, and we need all the help we can get.
Yeah.
If you weren't worthy, you wouldn't have even met her. The fact that you've met her means that you're worthy to know everything she's willing to tell you. So.
I appreciate I've kind of taken a bit of time, so if anyone wants to do something now before I keep prattling on, because I could ask this Sphinx a million questions.
I think Russ, kind of looking about the room, would want to pay attention to these lights in case they were anything. I don't know if they're just decorative fixtures or what, but I see there's some...
They are decorative fixtures.
Okay.
As a DM, I've not prepared anything for them. I just thought they looked fun.
Yeah. And how about the kind of statues at the bottom, in the kind of inner?
Oh, they're also just decorations. The things to basically see are the things that clearly stick out like a sore thumb on the map.
Mm-hmm.
If no one else
just
is going
checking.
to go to it, there's the diamond with the blue, flamey looking thing.
Does it look
yeah,
arcane
we've not seen that one
to
yet.
me? Because I'm quite close to it. Is it arcane? In which case I would point it out to someone else. I'm going to be no good at that.
Well, this glassed off container, Arrabella, contains tools, pottery, arrows, knives, plates, and memorabilia of ancient elven design. The craftsmanship is divine, likely requiring months, even years, just to chisel, stroke every last piece of detail in them. It all hints of a civilization long lost to time, and culturally destroyed when the elves were conquered. That bluish-like energy, make an Arcana check on it, please.
See, I've had two good ones. Like, this one's going to be crap.
I'll give you a guidance. I'm here.
D4?
Yeah. 15.
Something.
It might be a DC. Who knows?
Whatever it is, it's old. Interestingly, there is a dwarven helmet mixed in with the relics.
I was going to say, it seems like weaponry, like smithy.
Yeah. Tools and stuff.
Ooh.
Your weapons, stuff like that.
Is that a helmet?
Like the thing that...
Bit of divinity there too.
Oh. What helmet do? Dwarven helmet fun. What it do?
Well, it looks very old and not usable anymore. But there are some inscriptions in it in... what languages do you speak?
Well, the linguist in me. Let me see. I've got
cunning linguist.
Yeah, I've got common, dwarvish, giant, celestial, primordial.
No, you don't understand them.
Verity, could I have some help, please?
Verity.
Ironically, this is a Dwarven helmet, and I don't speak it. If this has Elvish in it, and that portrait had Dwarven, I'm going to be very, very angry.
Shows a time where we used to work together and we weren't just always arguing and bickering like an old married couple, Korgrin.
I
No,
go
but-
over and I do my Google Translate.
Do not call
it
it
is-
Google Translate.
It's Verity Translate. It is Elvish
I am-
Verity.
Fuck! I knew it.
It says.
Oh, I
Rob-
can read it.
It says, Brothers of the Deep, stone-faced warriors, to the old house of Baranzala we protect.
See, this seems like it would match up with the painting. I feel like, the elves and the dwarves had a good thing going, so why can't you guys get along?
Well, I
He's
love
less
him.
crime.
He's always at my throat. He's always like, stop killing people, stop stealing everything. I mean, what am I supposed to do with that?
Stop! That's exactly what you're supposed to do.
Stop listening? Okay.
No! So I'm kind of wondering now if that means the key is in Baranzala. Is that right then, Ashoska?
I wonder.
Well, we've read the back of the damn portrait and we've read the inside of the helmet. Is it Baranzala?
The issue is that there may be several keys to
Yes.
several different things.
If you wish to know if the key is in Baranzala, simply say the name of the old house to the Apple of Knowledge.
Are you the Apple of Knowledge?
Do you think I am?
You're the apple of my...
Yes.
Is there
As you said it,
anything
George.
in this room that resembles an apple? I know I'm being literal, but is there any of the artifacts that look like an apple?
Russ. You're scratching your head as Korgrin is saying this out loud, and in your eyes, sort of looking over the portrait, you do recognize an apple
On the feast.
portrait. The feast.
Yeah. Korgrin, over here. This is an apple.
I'm a very literal man. I'm wise, but if I see an apple, I'm gonna walk up to it and say Baranzala. So I will walk up to the apple, just Baranzala. Or no, the house. What's the house? Could you paste the Elvish translation into chat as well? We've got the Dwarvish one.
Oh no, as you say Baranzala,
Oh.
plaque on the painting of the name shifts over to reveal a small hexagonal dial that has magic engraved into the runes that are definitely arcanic in nature.
Never
An
mind.
alternative path has opened for you.
Just kind of Korgrin half-heartedly turns around and ta-da!
She smiles.
Why on earth is an apple in a painting the apple of knowledge?
It's got knowledge, like it's got an inscription in it saying who and what it is, maybe. That's knowledgeable.
Okay, that makes sense.
So hang on, what does the inscription say?
But on...
The one that just opened.
it doesn't say anything, it's just a hexagonal dial. It's got magic engraved into the
Oh,
runes.
okay, sorry. I misheard.
And, like, the runes that are on the dial are arcanic in nature and don't actually say anything, they're just arcane symbols.
Is it a key or is it a dial? Like we have to turn it.
It's a dial, it looks like it's part of... It looks like it's part of something else, but nothing in this area close even resembles anything that it would fit into.
Mm.
Would something fit into it?
No, it's more like this looks like it would fit into something.
So
How
just-
big is it?
Yeah.
It's about the size. It's about the size of Korgrin's palm. You know.
I have just in my head kind of a palm-sized Allen key. Is that basically right with magic around it?
I suppose that's a way to look at it.
Just trying to mentally picture this
Yeah.
now. What the fuck could this fit into?
Could I use keen mind to think of anything we may have that it could fit into? Because we've got a bag full of stuff.
Doubt it's something we have.
Or even whilst looking at the gauntlets, is there something in them that could go around it?
As you have discovered the key, but not the door, suppose that wouldn't hurt giving you a nudge in the right direction. The door you're looking for is not here.
Is it at Baranzala?
I would recommend you start looking there.
Chet.
Is this painting Arrabella?
Yes, it would. The evidence suggests that the painting
Okay.
up here
Is it a
is
good
of
enough
Baranzala.
painting that should I ever get teleport, I would be able to go to that location?
No, you have to literally be at the place to go there.
A damn good effort, though.
I'm going to walk over to the painting and pick it up and bring the painting down to the other painting.
Now a kiss.
Yeah. It's kind of what part of me is hoping for.
Thing happens.
Well, if I kind of smooth over the surface of the painting with my clean hands, can I feel any kind of indentation where this may fit? Fuck.
Get the
'Cause I
feeling we're
just-
going to have to go to the physical location.
Yep.
Yeah.
Part of me genuinely just thinks that this is solvable in this room. That we have
Because
everything.
That's,
Pardon?
because that's convenient. Because that would be convenient. But if the location to the very last and lost city of the elves was convenient, everybody get there.
No, we have to prove ourselves to even get into this room, and if Ashoska doesn't deem it, then we wouldn't enter.
You've proven yourself worthy to know the secrets. To get to the lost city is something else.
I put the painting back.
Is there a teleportation circle within Meltokyo?
Yes, there is. It's in the Meltokian councils.
Then we should be able to make it work, to be fair.
So
do we
do we got to take Jackus Jury with us?
Jirai Jacks.
Thank you. So we got to
No,
put the
the
painting in the bag.
No, the portrait will remain here.
Can we take the key?
Key is something you have discovered. You may take that with you.
Okay, cool. I just wasn't sure whether it was like an actual intrinsical part of the painting or if it was a separate bit.
It's a separate bit. It was in a hidden compartment in the plaque of the painting.
Oh, okay, so it's like a kind of door opened, and you just kind of
Like when Korgrin said Baranzala, the plaque, which is like that small little metal part at the base of the painting, flipped over to reveal a small little compartment with a key inside that you could take out.
That's perfect.
I thought
Otherwise
it was
it
like
would
a
be,
physical
like-
part of the painting that was kind of just jutting out. So that's why I was like,
No.
we'll take the painting over to the other painting.
No.
Like a key with an obnoxiously large keyring.
Yeah,
Basically.
It's detachable from the painting and it fits in Korgrin's palm.
Okay. Do you want me to hold on to it? Should anyone else hold on to it? Bag of holding?
You or bag of holding at best places, really.
Rennas,
I'll put it in the...
Yeah.
with looking at the statue that you're looking at, you recognise all of the gems at this particular marble statue as Ioun stones. Each and every single one of them are different.
I could be the most powerful man in the world if I just attuned to all of these somehow. But I will leave them alone. And then I will feel foolish because I remember that they were actually already looked at.
Otti, is there anything you'd like to do at this point?
I'm gonna look over to Sawam. Is he still looking at the gauntlets?
Yes.
I'm gonna just look over to him and just say, "May I?"
I would appreciate it if they stayed where they are.
Stay where they are. I just want to take a closer look, if that's okay.
Of course, but it would be best if they stayed inside their glass. They are powerful. Inside their glass, they are hidden from such creatures that can identify powerful objects.
They are also of no use against creatures that would need to be defeated with such powerful objects.
I have said my words on the matter. They stay inside the glass.
I bow respectfully and step back.
Hey, Ashoshka?
Yes.
Would it be okay if we visited you again in the future? Would we be welcome back here?
Of course. If you have a tale to bring with you, I'm always eager to hear new and exciting stories.
The pieces of the puzzle you provide might make more sense as time passes, and we'll be able to provide you with more as well.
I look forward to that.
I'll step back.
I do kind of feel like there's more to do, but without being able to work it out, I'm happy to suggest leaving.
Well, has Ashoshka finished her legend lore spell?
Around now, she would be. Her eyes gloss over. Ah, that's funny.
Out of the customer of the fox.
The fox would not want me to tell you.
Oh, shit.
But if it helps, I'd like you to tell him.
It's a game. I don't believe in cheating at a game.
What you call cheating, I call using all available resources. You know? If there's a magical sphinx under the city that can tell us the answer, that's not cheating, that's just an available resource.
Well,
Just like you're using the dictionary in Scrabble.
tell you what, as you have promised to go and find or keep an eye out for my mate, Andromeda, I'll give you a hint. The fox's cunning is in the name. The fox is a cunning individual. What do you think is required to be cunning?
No better off.
Wits, intelligence, that's what's required to be cunning, but they all seemed quite bright.
Is cunning required to be cunning?
It might literally be someone's name.
Yeah, it could be.
They all call themselves the Fox.
Yeah.
No, I mean, their real name could be Cunning.
Where's their birth certificates?
We walk into the shop, we shout cunning, and we see who turns round.
Cunning is usually given to creatures that are aware of things beyond what others are. Do you think
Awareness.
it means to be aware? One would say you would have to be wise to be aware.
In that case, we could be the fucking foxes because we're trying to work this shit out.
Alright, Suom again.
Yes. So, as you guys sort of ponder this, try to figure it out even more, Suom will turn to Oshoska and says, Oshoska, there is one matter I must bring to your attention. One that you are aware of, but we must speak the words aloud, for I require the officialness of it. I am aware. These people wish to save the world and prevent Argonef from returning. The king and the capital wish to return Argonef to power. You agree that this must be stopped? I do. Do you grant me your blessing and permission to declare war on the capital? If anyone else had said this to me, Suom, I would talk to them about the true meanings of war. But I know you. You are already prepared for the horrors that will come. But I wonder if you all know what it means to be at war. Do you understand the true gravity of what it is you intend to do?
I understand the gravity if we do nothing, and that makes doing something the only option left to us.
Just because it's the only choice does not make it an easy one.
Certainly I'm beginning to understand what it means to be at war.
Are you prepared for people to die? Are you prepared to change the lives of thousands of people you will never meet? Some will praise you, others will curse you.
If there was a way that this could have been done peacefully, we would have found it.
There is no peace with Argonef, only madness.
Then we have to do what we have to do, and I'm pretty sure that I can speak for myself and Korgrin that we will try and make sure that the best outcome for everyone is the outcome.
I think we'll all go for that, to be honest.
Yep, sounds like sensible talk.
In regards to being hated for doing what we're doing,
What else is new?
it kind of just rings true. Like, it's what our grandparents would done. They're hated by some and then praised by others. There are always two sides of war. Not everyone's going to be happy.
Suom here has raised monks from birth to become fine and capable warriors. Hundreds and other masters together have created thousands. Sawam has got to know many of them. He cares for them as if they were his own children. And yet he is prepared that every single one of them is going to die. He is prepared for that loss and that heartache. He knows what it means to fight for what you believe in. Put your life on the line. And I am sure you are all aware of what this means for an individual scale, but on such a wide margin. I truly hope you are ready for the fate of thousands to be resting on your shoulders.
I do not see that we have much of a choice. If there was someone else willing to take up the mantle, maybe we'd let them. But as it is, we're here.
I do not believe there is anyone more worthy than those who stand in this room.
Hence why we're here.
You have my blessing and my permission to send the august monks to war. Suam bows quite low. Thank you, my old friend. I will prepare the defences of the monastery. Suam, you can handle the rest. I will. Well, if there is anything else you wish to look at here, do it now. When you are ready, join me topside. Come to the chambers where we first met. I will gather my masters, and we shall declare to them the monastery will go to war. With that, Suam goes to leave the room.
Just asking DM a question. What was that item called?
That is known as the Trial of the Judge. Ashoska's description of it is that there are treasures to be found within the locket, but all those who have gone inside the locket have never returned.
Okay.
I mean, I desperately want to go inside the locket. I'll just say that now. But I will refrain, because I'm sure the rest of the party will tell me off.
Kind of determined.
I would say if you guys wanted to do it, it'd be a group effort.
Is this
Second
potentially the optional combat that you mentioned?
Maybe.
Ah, what a coincidence. Does anyone want to partake in optional combat?
I mean, I definitely do. I heard the word treasure and I was sold.
Yeah. Instant treasure was mentioned. I was like, Rennas.
I just
very, very difficult to obtain treasure. But
That's the best kind of treasure, though.
we literally just
feels
can't
sweeter
start
when
a
you get
war.
it.
Do you know what's inside? Like, any kind of quality? Is it just gold? Or is it, like, magical items? Or
There are multiple things inside, most prominent being the judge.
Ooh.
what is the judge?
He is a creature. In old times, when elves stood trial, their very moral being was brought into question. If they wished to clear their name, they would declare they wished to take the trial of the judge. Going inside, they would stand before the judge, and if they had no sin, they would be allowed to return.
Maybe I'll stay here, guys.
Then the judge would not let
Oh
them.
no. I was just getting into it.
But how does that grant treasure?
Because many of those who knew they would not be coming out took what they wanted with them, so that their foes and their enemies could not get them.
Okay, I think that makes sense.
I want to do it so bad, but it seems really, really.
It seems very, very incredibly dangerous.
It seems really stupid that we've just been like, yeah, declare war on the world. It'll be absolutely fine. Now we're fucking off in this locket. We don't know if we'll be back. Bye.
Can I say out of character that I would be more and more up for this had we not just lost a bloody player in the other campaign on Sunday because someone literally died on Sunday. I'm now a little bit more cautious.
I mean, it just boils down to, I'm sure Jack wouldn't put an incredibly deadly encounter within a treasure in this part of the campaign that isn't completely necessary, right?
I would.
Yeah, but define deadly. Anything's deadly when you roll badly enough. Exactly.
True.
Yeah, it depends on how well I roll. I mean, like I killed this guy when he was down because I rolled double natural 20s.
Oof.
Yeah, like he was down. He ran up, he had advantage on the attack, there were 2 natural 20s, so like, yeah, he's fucking dead.
Out of the 4 dice he rolled from 2 attacks advantage, he rolled an 18, a 19, and 2 20s. Yeah, cheers, Jack. So, no, I mean, I am definitely up for going in the locket, I'm going to say that.
Jack has always said that he'll do what he can, but he can't protect us from stupid.
No, I can't.
Is this stupid, Jack? Is this stupid?
If it was stupid, I wouldn't put it in there.
True.
I'd say it's a fight that you would not normally have in any other campaign.
Oh, see, now I want to go in there.
We need to go in.
Again, we can't be in character.
There are treasures in there.
How does time work? Is it one of those things where we go in and time doesn't really pass, so we'll come back out the same second?
Can we catch up with Surm? Because Surm just said, basically when I declare war in the room, but, he still needs to, send out the message.
Yeah, no, he's going to gather his masters. That'll take him, an hour to do. So you guys have got a little bit of time to kill.
Yeah, war is expensive. There could be awesome shit in there.
Yeah, we're also...
Well, in which case, our troubles are over.
You guys aren't fighting each other. You guys are fighting yourselves over this. This is great.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Just, Ashoska, can I borrow one of those swords and a hilt and take it in there and bring it back?
You wouldn't be able to. They're magically sealed in there. So
yeah, you could take the hilt, but wouldn't be able to get out.
Yeah, take the scarab. Take all those Ioun stones.
Yeah, the scarab's already been declared off limits. Can we have the Ioun stones? Yeah, can we borrow those and bring them back?
No, that part of that part of Ashoska's collection, you're allowed that.
Rennas has gone right up to the locket.
But the swords are okay because they're magically sealed. So if Gond declares we're worthy, we're allowed them.
Yeah.
Just start grabbing all the fucking hilts. See what happens. Can I take one? Yes, no?
No, it's you try to take it off. It's they don't budge from the scabbard at all. The scabbard is on placed on this pedestal, and it's kind of just trying to take away a stone lever embedded in stone.
Yeah.
That is it just doesn't fucking move.
Do we want to, guys? Do we want to go in the magic locket for awesome loot?
Yes.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry, Jack, quick question.
Yeah?
From when we had that talk with Grace, it was Gond that Wade was potentially a descendant of, right?
Grace said that Gond was happy you were friends with his son.
Okay. So I'm just wondering if someone who has anything of Wade's on them now, maybe if they were to go up to the scabbard and see if that does anything.
I think we all do. I'm certainly wearing the armor. I'm wearing the divine plate.
Don't.
I have my bow.
I grew up.
Yeah, no. If that was going to happen, it would have already happened because everybody except for Russ and Verity has got items from Wade. So. Just Fiona, just so you know, Wade is basically this campaign's greatest craftsman. If you can think of anything you want, Wade can craft it for you. It's just that he's got an assistant called Haren who's a fucking dickhead that'll overcharge you.
Oh yeah, well I have like 0 gold to my name, so
Well,
There might
all
be
the
some
more reason to go
gold.
into for treasure.
Group vote. Do we want to go into the locket?
All right. Say yes or no in the chat.
I'm always so usually the voice of reason.
I'm seeing Megan's face. I'm seeing Megan's face. It's great.
Myself.
So Verity don't mind. That means she's the one who's going to die. Oh god.
Probably.
Arri would want to. Like, that's the
All
thing.
right, well there you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Korgrin would probably say no, but Zach as a player is like, "Yas, queen, magic locket treasure, slay."
Sometimes you just got to do what you as a player want to do.
Meg as a player does not want to go in, but Arri would 100% want to go in. So, you know.
Yeah, okay. Why not?
All right. So
Jesus, it's gonna go so poorly.
all gather around the locket and pick it up, and Shoska watches with clear eyes. She looks at you and she says, "Are you ready? You will come face to face with the judge. If you have committed sin, he will judge you unworthy to leave. The only way to overcome that is to defeat him and his guardians in combat."
You're the one who said we're powerful. Let's hope it's enough.
Alright. Who would like to open the locket?
Go for it. I'm without sin. I'll open
Oh
it.
my god. Just immediately piss him off. He's like, "Who the fuck has just touched my locket that's just dripping with sin?"
You fucking what?
I mean, define sin. Everything I do has been morally right to me.
You want to murder an innocent man who hasn't really done anything wrong. You just don't like him because he's got a stupid name.
No, I don't like him because he betrayed us and has constantly not kept his word. And
How is
he's
that?
just a bit
How
of
is
an
that
ass.
sinful? How is that sinful? Anyways,
Ooh, wait. I want to conjure my shadow sword.
of course. What does your shadow sword look like?
I think it's just a rapier, to be honest.
Yeah.
I
Any
kind of
special
want it to
design
have
on it?
like smoke. I'd like it to be kind of looking like nasty black smoke, and I'd like it to kind of give off little trails of smoke as I move it.
There we
Is
go.
it kind of
cool.
ethereal? Is it physical? Is it
Yeah.
metal? Or is it like kind of got a wispy, smoky nature to it that
A
solidifies?
wispy, smoky black nature from a solidified blade of a rapier.
Fair
Oh
enough.
joy, let's go and be judged on sins with that
Just like
monstrosity.
looking at it going, "Oh
That
no.
whole thing is sin.
Oh no.
So, you unflick the locket, and nothing happens at first. And then you all feel a shudder as you are all dragged off of your feet and all squished into this tiny little locket, and you feel like you're suffocating, like you're being squeezed through a tube. It's like, and then you fall about 10 feet and hit stone ground. You can all hear water flowing. As you stand up and look around, you are on a temple of some kind in the middle of a vast ocean. It goes on forever, as far as you can tell. I don't see anything beyond that except a way further into the temple itself that you stand on.
Nah, that'd be too easy."
How would you guys like to proceed?
Recklessly.
No.
Well, ahead of you, you can see 3 doors. One going straight ahead, one to the left, and one to the right.
We game for straight ahead.
Well, is there anything on the doors? Is there anything above the doors?
No, they're just like bluish, like stone.
Should I send Toby first?
Sure.
Okay, so I can't remember what form is Toby in at the moment.
Spider.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I pump him into my hands, like,
Get this tiny little spider appears in your hands.
and I like, send him off to try and like get through the door. Who's next to me?
I will.
I grab
So
whoever's
which
next
door?
to
The
me
one
and I
ahead?
go like blank in the face as I start to look through Toby.
Okay. So, which door would you like to go through?
Y'all said first one, right? I'm just kidding. I can't hear you all. To the middle door.
Right. So you step through into the middle door. It opens up to the left and the right. Can't see anything else in there.
All I can see is a corridor. Whoever I'm holding, like, squeeze once for left, twice for right. I will wait.
Like, I think it's typically Otti who holds your hand. If not, I will squeeze it twice.
We're going right. Because I'm trusting you guys had a very good, thorough conversation about which direction to go.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
100%. Like
With all
most
the
thorough
available knowledge that
conversation.
we had, which was none, we picked randomly.
Alright, so you squeeze underneath that door and you now find yourself in a much larger room with several pillars.
Mm-hmm. I describe the room to everyone.
There is a door up and a door down. Go up a set of stairs into what appears to be something of a shimmering like portal door that goes through the wall itself.
Like, the coastal seems clear, guys. We can probably just go in. And I'm back in the room. Yeah. Turns out it doesn't matter which door we took on that one. Either way.
Well, there's other doors here as well that we haven't investigated.
Like, 2 more doors in that room, which I imagine all doors lead to this room, I imagine.
Still, let's please all take the same door in case they trigger effects.
That as well.
Well, none of the doors have been opened yet. Just a spider's crawled underneath them, so.
Yeah.
I know, but it's just in case someone was going to go around, like, opening all the doors, like, la la la.
That sounds like something I'd do.
Maybe
bit.
the one who's prone to traps should look for traps.
I feel like that's dishonest, though.
I mean, I'll look for traps.
Like,
I'll go to the
genuinely
middle
feel
door and
that
I'll have a quick look.
these doors wouldn't be trapped. It's kind of, to me, it doesn't seem in the nature of whatever this challenge is.
Make an investigation check.
Huh.
Probably isn't trapped.
I trust Korgrin inherently, and
Reveals the corridor that the spider went through.
Again, nothing on the doors, no inscriptions.
No, they're just purely bluish like stone doors. Very plain, very blank. Almost as if it's not trying to give off any kind of statement beyond sustainability.
I will open the bottom door then.
What?
This
That one down there?
Yeah.
You walk into this room. Seems pretty big, pretty empty.
And then you said they were these doors here and here. Are they portals?
No, they are doors. There's just like a shimmering kind of wall portal there.
I imagine that portal's our destination, but should we explore this place properly first?
I feel yes and no. Like I genuinely, I feel like we should take the most just direct path, but also I know what you mean. Like we should do this place properly, kind of thing. Like we should
Maybe
look
there's
everywhere.
a secret judge killing potion around here somewhere, if we look properly.
I'd be doubtful.
Or what if there's like
Well, that's very optimistic.
the other places to check if it's visible or not?
You cut out a little bit then, Verity.
So I was thinking, like, what if there's temptations in other places?
That wasn't any better.
What if there's 10 something?
Temptations, is what she said.
I
Fair.
like temptations. Temptations are good.
Might be sinful then.
I mean, let's be fair. Who really expected me to walk out of here without having to take on that judge?
I mean,
I
nobody.
mean, I don't think I'm sinful, but everyone else here thinks I am, and you know, the judge is probably one of you goody two shoes people. Oh no, can't kill that person.
I do think we should have a proper look around, though.
Okay, I'll open this door down here then.
Oh yeah, like they probably wouldn't have put all the treasure just in the same place. Like, you know, just conveniently at the end of the... Yeah.
Exactly.
As you open up this door, it reveals a small room with a large wall that opens up onto what appears to be like a traversable platform ahead. There are 2 chests inside.
Here's the sin. Here's the sin. Like genuinely.
And you saw a bunch of chests, you opened one and the rest disappeared.
I know, that's why I'm stopping, and I'm going to call Arrabella in.
He's learning.
Yep.
So there's 2 chests. The last time I had multiple chests, when I picked one, they vanished. So what I'm thinking is, if we both open them at the same time...
No.
At the same time that one of them was a mimic as well.
Well, I mean, that's also a possibility, but, I mean, what's a mimic going to do to us, really?
It's going to
Bite
lick
me.
you.
But before you do anything like that, do you maybe want to check if there's like an inscription or some such on the chest on the
What if
floor?
looking at the chest makes it disappear? What if thinking about it too much makes it disappear?
I'm going to investigate the chest.
Oh no,
Fine.
I always think of chests.
Make an investigation check.
And I'll investigate this one over it.
Make an investigation check. Arrabella, that door or that chest is locked with no visible means to open it. Rennas, that one is unlocked, but there is an inscription on it in common. It says, "Give in what you take out. Humility begets civility. Greed begets strife. Rarity begets unity. A choice is forever."
Could you put that in chat?
Oh, for fuck's sake, guys, memorize this shit. I do.
No, you don't. You got notes.
Yeah, well, I think of them at work and then I put them on notes when I get home. So.
Yeah.
You totally have voice notes.
Yeah, I do.
So perhaps if we manage to open that chest and there's anything in it, then if we take anything out, we'd have to put something of equal value in.
I assume
Would you like
so.
to open that chest, Rennas?
Yes.
So you open it up, and inside there are 5 tiny little kind of stone pillars at the base of the chest. Probably no bigger than like Arabella's arm or something like that. And on top of each one of these stone pillars, there are 5 coins. There is 1 copper piece, 1 silver piece, 1 electrum piece, 1 gold piece, and 1 platinum piece.
What you take out, humility begets.
can I take a gold piece out and just kind of replace it with the gold piece that's on top of the pillar?
I'm wondering. Like, humility is the copper, greed is the platinum, rarity is electrum? I don't know. Because it goes what? Copper, silver, electrum, gold, platinum, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm wondering if does that make sense? Like, am I making sense?
You are, yeah. Humility, copper, greed. I'd say platinum more than gold.
There's 6
Okay.
words. And 5 coins.
I'm thinking, like, if you take a certain coin, something happens. So if you take copper, something civil happens, or something that's linked to civility happens. Greed, something relates to strife, and rarity, something unifying. But again, I could be wrong. I could be looking into this too much.
Under those lines, I'd think more, like take out, say, platinum for rarity, and then you'd have to put something unity in, that kind of thing.
Or you put in. So you're not taking something, you're giving something. So if you give a platinum piece, you would get something back in relation to the platinum piece. Give in what you take out.
A reverse treasure chest.
Yeah, basically. Other people's thoughts?
The pillars are mimics.
Every single pillar
Everything's
is
a
a
mimic.
The room is a mimic. Just the jaws start closing over inside.
Every time I think of mimics now, I can't not think about that Instagram post which I saw where the health potion was a mimic.
Oh, Jesus.
That's just cruel.
Yeah.
Choices forever. I genuinely don't know.
Like, just close the lid,
Yeah, see what happens.
because then you're not putting anything in or taking anything out.
Okay.
Close the lid. Close the lid. Nothing happens.
We can always come back to this room. We don't have to immediately decide. We can just leave. See what happens.
Very true. But
We can think on
treasure
it.
chests. And the treasure chest I can't open.
Can you take the chest?
To
Oh
be
my
fair,
God.
it might go against your greed.
What about checking the lock on the other chest? Do any of them fit a coin or something like that?
No, there was no visible means to open that other chest.
Okay.
Maybe if you
Okay.
put something in, something appears in the other chest.
Yeah, that's what I was about to try. So just open up, pop a gold piece in on top of the same pillar as the other gold piece. So now there's 2 there, but don't take anything out. And close the chest again.
Nothing happened.
Now a gold piece down, I'm scared to take it back.
We'll inspect this one to see if anything has changed on this chest.
Make an investigation check.
Have a guidance, just because shits and gigs.
Nothing seems to have changed with it.
Can I just try and open it? Just because there's no visible way of opening it doesn't mean it doesn't open.
It's kind of like a solidified box that just shakes up and down a little bit. It almost kind of like elasticated in a way to the floor. It's like you're able to pick it up, but then within a few seconds it just sort of slips out of your hand straight back into the position it was once in.
I don't know. Shall we go investigate further?
Let's look for something else and see what happens. We can always come back, I think. It could be that the true test was to not take the chest, and we've actually passed it when we walk through the portal. Who knows? Are there anything on these pillars in this room, like in the central?
Yes, there are faces.
Oh, what do the
That you
faces
get
look
past.
like?
They're really faded, but they look elven in nature. There are multiple of them. They're very, very small and faded with time. Get the feeling these were the people who were judged unworthy.
Any inscription, anything like that?
Oh, no.
Are they supporting the ceiling, or are they just standing in the middle of the room?
They're just there.
Fair enough.
The ceiling is actually quite open, to be honest. You can see the never-ending blue sky.
Mr. Blue Sky.
So
I
just
sang it.
faded elven faces on pillars. Just that's it. Nothing else.
That's
And
right.
as you say, just people we think who have been judged unworthy.
Yeah.
Okay. Wouldn't want to end up like them.
I had another thought about the worries about the clue for the chest. What if instead of material possessions, what if we took something but then gave back something, like it says like civility, strife, unity, what if that was more to do with like, I was going to say emotions, that sounds really cheesy, but like civility, conflict basically, and unity, like there might be something else representative of that we could exchange whatever for, I don't know.
It's up to you guys if you want to do that.
No, that's just a suggestion in case anyone had an opinion on it. Not let's do this, because I am not confident.
No, I certainly get what you mean. Like if you were to give like an emotion or a memory, would that be worth anything in terms of exchange or some such?
Georgia, you're pretty good with these puzzles. What do you think?
I think it's pretty much just like humility begets civility, greed begets strife, rarity begets unity. Like, what's the actual definition of begets? Leads to, or
follows on to.
Okay, so like, I don't know. It's
bring about.
like at me where it's like a choice is forever. So it's like no matter what we choose to do, there's going to be no way to reverse it. And like the way it's like written in the chat for me is like humility and greed are like two things together. It's like the more humane and nice you are to people, the more civil society itself would be. The more greedy you are, the more strife there's about. Capital is a good example of that for us.
It might be consequences of what we take, which is kind of what you're saying. I
Yeah.
think, like for example, humility, we might take a copper piece or something, and then everyone would get on. Or greed, we might go for the most valuable one, and then we would get conflict, like a fight or something. Or we could be greedy, and then we'd go for something rare, and then we'd get some kind of alliance or something like that.
Actually, hold on.
Mm.
What if it is our own offering? Bear with me.
We've put a gold piece in there so far. Rennas has.
Yeah, hold on.
In the meantime, while you're doing that, I will open the northern door just to see what's inside.
I'm
So it
gonna
opens
take.
up, and you find two doors, one door on the left, one door on the right, and one door ahead of you.
Okay. What were you going to do, Verity?
One, I forgot I had my broom. I'm gonna take one of the unicorn hairs and put it inside the chest.
Yeah.
I assume that thing that could be considered rare.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna pop it in there and, hands on my hips. Job me done.
Nothing seems to happen.
I'm gonna leave it as an offering of sorts then.
When Verity puts the unicorn hair in there, is the gold piece that Rennas put in there still in there?
It's still in there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would check.
Offering rarity in the hopes of unity with my good buds and my new hopeful good bud. Please don't be evil. She thinks to herself, thinking of us like, please don't be evil. And that's it from me.
I'm going to walk through this door and see what's in. Or again, 3 doors, completely indistinct, nothing special about each other.
No.
I'll open the right door.
As you open the right door, the left door opens at the same time. You see 4 chests, two at the end of each end, and you also see 2 octopi-like statues.
Octopi-like statues. Oh. Without going in, any inscriptions on these statues?
Not that you can see.
So many chests.
There's weird octopus statues and chests again. The door opened by itself. Again,
The word of
kind
chest, I'm like sprinting back.
No, don't. Just like we did the last one. Just there might be just caution. All I'd say is caution.
What would you like to do?
Also do.
Because every puzzle I've ever presented to the group, Verity, you've Googled it within 2 minutes. Or figured it out very, very quickly. I think it was Leslie who always Googled it pretty quickly.
I think I tried Googling one that I didn't get, and that didn't help me at all, so I haven't bothered since.
This one definitely ain't Googleable, because I didn't find it on Google, so...
Say, with my internet speeds, do you think I'm Googling anything?
Very true. Verity gets back to us next week with the answer.
And I still can't get that fox one, which is really pissing me off. Not gonna lie.
I'm still thinking
I'll
about
show
that
you
one
later.
with one that Korgrin did bloody ages ago, and I still stay up at night, like hours thinking about it.
Oh, you mean in the
Which one's
church?
that?
Oh, in that bloody church!
Oh, the altar where you picked the fucking thing and got poisoned.
Oh, mate. I mean, I could go back to that fucking page and just tell you the answer if you want, but...
Yeah,
I'm not
one
gonna do
day.
that.
Ah,
One day.
One day.
What?
So if
What would
we
you like to do?
fuck it, walk through the right door. You know, I open the right door. I'll walk through the right door. See what happens.
You walk through the right door and nothing seems to happen.
I walk around the other side. So down to like
Walk around the
there.
side.
Any
Yeah.
inscriptions now?
No. You can see.
Anything on the chests?
No. It's an open door. It's not locked or anything that you can see.
And I imagine nothing's happening in the room I'm whilst Korgrin's doing
No.
it.
No.
Okay.
I asked Korgrin if he thinks that these creatures, maybe they're who those swords upstairs are for, because they're the only ones that could wield them all at the same time.
You'd be one short.
Well,
9
you know,
swords.
it's good. It's always good to have a spare. You might drop one.
Interesting concept. So none of the chests are locked. They're all openable.
That's right.
I mean, nothing bad happened with the last one, but I don't know if something bad will happen with this one, you know? Fuck it, I'll open the chest in front of me, the top one.
You open it up, and inside is a gold cup set with emeralds embedded inside the cups themselves. It looks very valuable.
Anything
Ooh, what's in mine?
inscription-wise?
Nothing inscription-wise. Rennas, you open your ones up. There is a massive diamond in there, like fucking huge.
How many people could you resurrect with this, Korgrin? Eh?
A lot, but again, taking so far has not proven to be very beneficial. I don't want to beget strife.
Yeah, but then, I mean, is it really greed? Because it's useful.
What I'm thinking is that maybe that other chest wants items from this chest.
I think it's fair. Certainly know what you mean. I get the feeling it might be something grander. So if we go through this entire thing without taking anything, then we ourselves are humble, and that will beget humility once we go through the portal. It's more about the actions, the literal consequences of our current actions might be what I'm thinking.
See what you
Fair
mean, though. Like, giving
Rennas,
to
if
that
you had
is what you
to-
take out the others, sort of thing.
Rennas, if you had to put a price on that diamond, it's probably worth about 5,000 gold pieces.
Don't tell him that.
We literally
he
have a
knows
20,000
diamonds.
gold diamond, so I don't think he needs a 5,000
Yes, but
gold
someone won't let me take it and put it on the hilt of a dagger.
Probably bigger than the hilt of a dagger. Be a waste of a diamond.
I could be the diamond knife.
At least it'd be close by when he dies again.
True. It's fine. He wasn't
I like
using
it.
this. Thunk. Resurrect.
Russ wants to go and open a chest in other room.
Alright.
Right,
Yeah.
I'll go
So-
in with him because, not trusting anything.
So, Russ, you go and open that chest, and inside it is full of gold. Like, filled to the brim with gold. Arrabella, do you open yours?
Yeah, I'll have a peek. See if I can
Inside
actually
is
open the
a
chest.
Yeah, it opens up, and inside is a scroll.
I'm guessing there's no way I can see what the scroll is because it's.
It appears
Filled.
to be a spell scroll.
Yeah, I guess that much. Is there any way to guess what kind of spell is on it? But I imagine it's actually all like
Not without opening.
rolled up.
Not without. Yeah, that's right. You'll have to open it up and look.
Oh, bollocks. I really want to check it.
Russ, I mean, you do a quick mental count. If you had to put a number in it, there's probably more than 20,000 gold in this chest.
Yeah.
Okay. Throwing
So
out.
I'll just kind of. What?
Russ, go first, then Rennas.
No, like I'd probably just kind of whistle and like turn away. Like I don't want to be messing with this.
Wow, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'd hear the whistle and be like, "We've got enough. If you need anything, just let us know. I'm sure we can get it for you."
Something that's just occurred to me is that we kind of came into this amulet accepting that we were probably going to have to fight our way out. So, what do we lose if we take all these things again? We're going to fight our way out anyway.
We
What's
could end up
going to
like
kill
them.
us?
The judge.
But
Well,
the
that's
judge,
probably
we're going to have to
what-
fight our way through the judge anyway. So we may as well
Or-
fight through
or-
our judge with a pocket full of gold rather than nothing.
Or the judge is judging us.
I'd like to.
our actions.
So I've got Toby in my hand, the spider, and I'm carrying him, and I'm kind of at the doorway here, and I'm like, you are aware that like we are sinful because we are greedy because we came here in the first place. There's no getting out of here now.
Otti, there's a scroll in here. I don't know what
I
the
mean-
scroll is, but like you may be able to learn this scroll if it's a good scroll.
But we have scrolls in the bag.
But we may not have this scroll.
I mean, if you're really interested, take your dagger, kind of like pry the dagger open at the top, and take another dagger and roll it out if you really want to know.
I have 2 daggers as well.
Oh, I've got like 5 if you need one.
Like, fine. I'm going to get on my knees. I'm going to kind of lean over the top of the chest, and I'm not going to take it
Yeah.
out of the chest, but I'm going to unscroll it to have a look at what it is.
So you start unscrolling it. Make an Arcana check.
So many of these tonight. Ah, nice.
Your jaw drops. This is an 8th level Sunburst scroll.
I'll just go, it's a sunburst! And I'll kind of let it unfurl,
Very,
leave it in the box.
very
Stand up.
powerful magic.
So you think of what we could do with that powerful magic? It might help us, and we're just like worried about offending some judge guy.
I'm not sure if any of us can use that yet without blowing ourselves up.
I mean, anybody who naturally learns Sunburst as part of their class would have to do an Arcana check to be able to cast beyond their current limitations. The DC would be lower for somebody who could not do it at all, like Rennas.
DC would be higher.
Like if Rennas was tried to use that scroll, I think his DC would be fucking 28 on the Arcana actually.
But I also have use magic object, which allows me to use any magical object regardless of class restrictions or anything like that. So would that have any effect on it?
No, the scrolls are different. Like you actually have to read it correctly, otherwise there's a chance it would just blow us up in your face, which is different from using a magical item.
Fair enough.
I'm going to walk away and go
So you walk away.
through the top door. See what's in that.
You go through that top door and you come out onto a balcony that overlooks the water and beyond.
So I can see there, or is that blocked off still?
Yes. You can see there, yeah. It's like
And
a
I can
chest high wall.
see there.
Yeah.
Anything in the water?
Make a perception check, please.
Shakazam.
Maybe.
Does it just keep going? Is it just that deep, deep blue where you're like, I don't see the bottom?
So deep. Yeah, like, it's so deep.
And is that a door, or is that more wall?
That's a wall.
Okay. Just balcony, nothing here. Turn around, walk back through.
I'm gonna head upstairs. Do any of you guys want to come with me? Like, I'd prefer to not go alone. I say upstairs, I mean back where we came from. Because if that's a balcony, there's places we haven't been.
I'm certainly
I'll
fine
go.
too.
Yeah, that's more the merrier. And I'll slowly push open this door.
As everyone leaves, I just slip the diamond in my pocket.
So you take the diamond and put it in your pocket.
I do indeed.
Oh no!
Do I perceive this, or am I out the door?
You're out the room.
Okay. Cool.
You open up that door,
Yeah.
there's an empty room.
Oh, okay.
You're a fuck, Rennas. You're a fuck. It's basically a test. If nothing happens to me, I'm coming back and clearing out all the fucking chests. And so far, nothing's happened to me, so screw you all.
Yeah, until we go through the portal and we're like, so you were all really pure of heart, except for you.
I mean, we weren't expecting anything less, to be
I've already
fair.
pointed out, you all told me as we came in here that we were going to have to fight our way out because I'm all sinful and shit. So therefore, if we have to fight our way out anyway, I may as well make some money.
This is the thing, though. This is the part where Jack says, like, this all ends, and it's like, okay, so Rich, you get to keep the 5,000 gold piece diamond. If you had been good, you could have ended up with really magical, powerful allies. Here's some magical weapons or armor. Here's some awesome, here's a free level up for being genuinely just, not greedy or some shit. And then we're like, oh, I'm so glad we've got a 5,000 gold piece diamond.
Also, I want to say that if we're judged individually and not as a team, if we're judged as a team and not individually, I would like to start a petition to get rid of Rennas like a gangrenous limb. Just
well, but you've been in the party 5 fucking minutes and you want to chuck me out already.
No, I know.
I'm all sad.
Yeah. So
anyway, none of you know this, so screw you
You
all.
open that door to reveal an empty room.
Okay, I'm going to investigate these rooms because I do not believe that they're empty. Like, I'm thinking of the architecture of the room next door compared to this one, and from looking outside, something is up.
Make an investigation check. You stare at it intently for a good minute or so. You come to the realization that this room is definitely empty.
It's more like the walls and stuff that I'm looking at. Like, are they actual walls? Are they false walls?
Yeah, they're proper walls. No false walls here.
Ugh, this building's stupid. We're gonna go through the magic silver portal thingy.
I mean,
you do remember that in the room that Verity was in, there was a large wall where it opened up and you could climb onto the balcony ahead, like above.
Okay.
Wait, where's
I
this?
did not remember.
Here.
Oh, down
okay,
here. Oh, right.
I didn't realise that at all. That's fine.
It's about 10 feet high. So how do you?
I use my broom to fly up.
Use your broom to fly up, and you find 2 more chests up there.
I want to. Oops, did that work? No. Hang on. I want to toss a bardic inspiration to Arri.
Okay. How will
Just
you
in case.
inspire her?
Oh, I didn't think about that. I'll just be like, be careful, and sort of like wink at her or something, and you get a D10. You get I don't know. You get a D10 to add to stuff.
This surprising display of concern from the new guy Russ Arri. Makes you feel inspired. You feel good about yourself.
I have a feeling I'm going to need it for this 9-foot climb up the wall.
Only 9 foot.
Make an,
You're like 3.
make an athletics check, please, Arrabella.
I am 3 foot, yeah. Well, just under 4, I think. I'm 3'11". I am going to use the D10. Thank you.
Takes you for the part of like a minute, but you are able to climb up there.
Starting to wish I bought a broom now.
Sorry, was that, man?
I just climb up and I say to Verity, starting to wish I bought a broom now. And she's just there floating around in circles, I imagine, singing this at me.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So, what do you guys like to do?
Can I'm trying to stick with the theme of this room, which was the whole, like, humility begets civility, blah, blah, blah. Can I offer to assist Russ with, like, a foot up? If Russ would like to go up there, I will provide a handhold to get up kind of thing.
Would Ross like that?
I'll sort of look a bit skeptically. I'll be like, if you're offering, but I think I'm alright. But I'll gingerly climb up onto your hand.
That's
Well,
alright, and
climb
tougher
up
than I
onto your
look,
hand,
and I just hurry up, throw you up there.
Yeah. It was more that I feel like relatively athletic or something. But
Well, go ahead and make an
Not
athletics check with advantage because of Korgrin's assistance.
oh god. Oh, actually, hang on.
Question.
Yeah.
Have all the other chests opened up fine?
Yeah.
There's one,
Except
two,
that
three.
one.
Yeah. Like, what if we
Whoa!
found that one chest
You
and
raised-
open it?
One second. So, Ross, you like tossed up, whoa, boom, and you just get your fingers over the edge. You're able to climb yourself up. Verity, you don't see any locks on these chests. You choose to go open up if you want.
Well, no, I'm just thinking there's been, like, 7 chests that we can open, and just the one
Yep.
we can't. So what if
Yep.
we all try to open one at the same time, all together? Like, I can do the whole psychic link thing, and then, I'll count 1, 2, 3, and then open them at the same time. I mean, it seems stupid, but I don't know. Unity, blah, blah, blah.
Still wouldn't have enough to fully open every chest. We would be one, like, chest down. Because
That's the one we
Could your
can't
spider
open.
open a chest?
No, so there are 4 up there, and then there are 3 down here. So that's 7 chests in total. There are 8 altogether. We wouldn't be able to open one of the 7 chests to open the 8th.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, or maybe we could do it rhythmically, like, like a kind of, like a sound compilation you'd see on TikTok or something, just slamming doors and, I don't know. I'm visualizing it, it's fine.
I guess I'll open up one of these chests.
Left or right?
Am I getting any vibes? Can I vibe
You
check?
get vibes from everywhere.
A vibe check.
Everything's a vibe here.
I'll do
Which one, sorry?
the right one.
Opening
This
up the
one I get
right
killed.
one. There is a horn inside made of silver.
Horny.
Would you like to take it?
I think we're leaving stuff for now, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
We're totally leaving stuff, right, Rennas?
Cough, cough. I mean, what benefit is there to leaving stuff? There's nothing here. We're going to go through that portal, and if we go through that portal and we can't get back here and get the stuff that we've left here, you'll all be gutted.
I've just spotted a tiny blue dot on the map where Rennas stole the diamond.
Yeah. That's just to tell. That's my signal to me to let me know what items you've taken. So.
I don't know why you're getting defensive, Rennas. You haven't taken anything, have you? Anyway, I'll leave the other chest to whoever else wants to open it. Pew!
Arri,
I'll offer.
Go for it.
So, Ross, you open up this chest. Inside is a finely crafted mace.
Okay. Yeah, I'll leave it because I'm not Rennas, and I'll just yeah.
Oh, Rennas is just everyone's whipping boy tonight, isn't he?
When isn't he?
He
I mean,
stole a
I am a road, I would have
diamond
stolen a
that might
diamond.
kill us. He just wanted
but
to
it
call
won't,
Zachary.
because we have to fight the fucking judge anyway. So at the moment, we're just giving up 20,000 gold,
We don't
a
know
gold
if we
chalice,
have to
a
fight the
fucking
judge.
magical mace, a level 8 fucking spell scroll, and we're just like, oh yeah, we'll leave more than there just in case the guy that we came in here knowing we were going to fight our way out of doesn't like
What-
us.
what are you gonna-
What a waste!
What are you gonna
Steal
do?
everything.
What are you gonna do with a 5k diamond in like the fucking afterlife after the judge gets you?
I won't. Well, I've got the 5k diamond that's on me. When Korgrin comes to resurrect me, he's got a diamond there ready and waiting. Job done.
This is just such small scale kind of. This is lizard brain level shit. Like, oh hey, you haven't taken anything that's really good, so you know what? Because I'm the judge and I've witnessed all of your actions, you can actually get everything. So like, here's all of the loot you didn't take for being such awesome bros.
As a player,
Well,
I
look,
do
there's
understand
no loot left that I
the
didn't take because
logic
I'll
of
go around and
Rich.
take everything.
As a
This
player,
is
I do
exactly
understand
how I would
the
do it.
logic. As a character, Arri is, as far as she's aware, we're all leaving stuff because of the warning. She's not aware that anyone's taken anything.
No, I'm fully. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is again, Korgrin doesn't know. None of us know. But this is Zach as a player going. If I was a DM and kind of offered everyone just awesome, loot, we've basically got, say, minimum kind of 40k gold, the 20k gold in the actual chest, the cutlery and the finery, the 5k diamond, etc., etc., etc. And he's like, yeah, okay, so I could just let them have money if they can kill the boss because they've been greedy, or I could give them something better because they haven't. That's just what my logic is telling me.
And also,
kill
we are
stuff, yeah.
entering. No, we're entering the trial. We're
Hmm.
trying to complete the trial by the judge, not the fight by the fighty man. It's kind of.
Yeah.
Everyone expected a fight when we came in here. Absolutely everyone. So,
Myself included, but I'd rather not.
Are you guys prepared to move on?
I'll just to make this clear, we've nobody's taken anything from the chests. We've just all opened, looked inside, closed. Correct?
I did reach
I would-
into one chest, so I'm a bit concerned about that. But I needed to know what the scroll was. So
You didn't take it.
I
though,
mean,
did
there's
you?
nothing here. We don't even know
No.
if the judge guy exists. We're just wasting treasure.
Can I just, as a player, say that literally the first thing I said was, let's not look around in case there are temptations.
That too.
I knew it!
If this is, never mind. Just let's walk through the magic portal and be smitten by a Marut.
Almighty Smiter!
So,
I've picked up
who
Toby
would
as
like
well,
to
by the
step?
way.
Okay. So, who would like to step through the wall portal?
I've opened a bunch of fucking doors. I'll just walk through.
So you walk through.
You know what? I'll toss you a bardic inspiration as well.
Thank you.
I can do that.
Oh, how will you inspire?
Toss a coin to
I'll-
the cleric.
I'll-
bard
no,
of
I'll-
plenty.
I'll pat him on the head and be like, "Go get him." Just
Thank you.
kind of
I think I will. I just walk
Kind
through,
of-
just more certain.
Yeah.
It's empty. Oh, there's fucking more rooms. Shit.
So those two doors ahead are open. See, there's a small fountain in the middle of the. You all walk through this portal. You find yourself out on this plaza with this fountain. On the right, you see another door where water is leaking underneath, and on the left, you see another stone-solid door. In the center of the pit of the 4 pillars you see ahead of you, you see a statue of an angel.
Oh god, I'm getting fucking Weeping Angel vibes. I hate Weeping Angels. And fountain?
Yes, the fountain's in the center.
Coins in
I
the
assume
fountain?
no coins in the fountain. I assume everybody's in there now.
I mean, I desperately want to go around and steal the other chests, but I know everyone's going to whine at me like a little bitch if I do. So I'll leave them. All that gold and useful spells and useful weapons. What do we need them for? It's fine. We're not at war or anything.
As I enter the room.
As you all step in there, you all take a deep breath. It's colder. Ground. You all hear the sound of stone hitting other stone. A pebble. And then another.
Is the angel coming alive?
As you look over towards the angel, you can see it is starting to shift.
Oh.
The stone is beginning to crack. And within a few seconds, the stone burst. And there you see a large, green-skinned, humanoid individual with a white robe round the legs, large white wings, carrying a massive sword between, holding it downwards, somewhat praying-like motion. Looks up towards each of you. Who enters my domain? Let those without sin step forward and be judged.
Oh lord, they're going for it?
Yes, you step forward and he looks down at you. You believe you have no sin. You have nothing you wish to repent.
No. Nothing major.
Then you are ignorant. You who sign deals with demons of shadow and evil and death and destruction, I judge you unworthy. Your sentence is to stay here forever.
I'm sorry.
Forgiveness is too late to achieve. You have sinned. Now you accept your punishment. You have been judged.
I do not accept.
I care not for what you accept. You have been judged.
What gives you the right to judge any of us?
Arrabella,
No!
Rennas, you both step forward. His eyes dart between both of you. Do you two have nothing you wish to admit or repent?
I have many to repent for. I was born in sin, grown up in sin, and I live in sin.
The fact that you admit this does not make it okay. If you
I did not
continue
say
to
that
live
it
your
was.
life in sin, then you are unworthy, and I judge you guilty. Your punishment is to stay here forever, and you, who steals gold and diamonds, that which does not belong to you, you are unworthy. Your punishment is to stay here forever. You
Yes.
have both been judged.
But I judge you as unworthy to judge me, so it's okay.
Your opinion is irrelevant.
Well, surely your
I
judgment is
am
just an
the
opinion.
judge. You may be angry. You may be hostile. Changes not that you are bound here forever.
And a whisper to us, not so holy now, are you?
Who else would step forward?
Can I, just looking at him, is he of a particular race? Is he, does he seem to have any kind of divine alignment? Like, oh, this is, someone that belongs to there's Gond or Tyr or Moradin or something like that?
He certainly looks like one of the higher end angels that you hear about in scripture, especially for Moradin, among other religions. Korgrin, you would innately know that whatever race he belongs to, this being would be identified as a planetar.
Oh. Interesting. I'm gonna walk over.
So you step forward towards him, and his eyes dart towards you. And you, what sin have you come to repent?
I have lived a life in service of another divine being. I know I have killed, but only those
Then I judge you a murderer. You are unworthy, and your punishment is to stay here forever.
Is there no way to be judged worthy?
You have committed murder, the most heinous of all sins. No, not for you.
I don't mean for me. I mean for anyone. Is there a way to be worthy in your eyes?
Yes, commit no sin. Live a life of good and piety. No evil intentions. If that was the case, I would let you go.
Thank you for your honesty. I accept your judgment.
You are welcome.
Well, I suppose you can judge me if you really want, but I'm not being funny. These lot are staying, I'm staying as well.
Your loyalty to your friends is admirable. However, as they live in sin and you throw your lot in with them, you yourself are okay with their sin, so therefore their judgments are your judgments. Their sin is your sin. I declare you unworthy.
I have my own sins and I'm more aware of them. Unfortunately, trying to persuade some of these people that their sins in quotation marks, are not above me is nothing I can do. I was a guard. I'm not now.
So you are an oath breaker. You belong here.
This guy's just been in this magical portal far too long. He's no idea what the real world's like. The real world is not black and white, my friend.
It is.
Really? The most holiest person that I know is fucking Korgrin, and you called him a fucking murderer? You're a piece of fucking shit,
Because he has killed. And you have sworn in an ancient temple.
Fuck!
Profanity. Stop.
So basically, you're going to trap us all down here, where we're going to starve to death and die. Does that now make you a murderer? Judge thyself.
No, because your sin is your own undoing.
And their sin of attacking us was their undoing. That's why we killed them.
And the one back there with the blue skin, I can see. What sin do you have to admit and repent for?
What up, Green Bean? So, question. Like, what if you're committing a sin in order to stop others from committing evil?
There is only committing good and committing evil. There is no in between. You
But
cannot
I'm
right
giving you the
wrong
hypothesis.
with another
Like,
wrong.
what if you commit a sin, i.e., murder, to stop someone from evil committing more sins?
Then you are committing sin and therefore unworthy.
Well, then there are a lot of people sinning out in this locket, dude. You really got to get out there. It's like, whew, Sin City.
Sin City.
If you have no recourse or remorse for what you have done, then I judge you unworthy. Your punishment is to stay here forever.
Forever?
And ever.
What a surprise. Like, you're really a one-trick pony in terms of the punishments. Like, no eternal boulders up hills or anything like that?
There is one amongst you who lives without sin and is free to go.
Is it the spider?
The spider.
Yeah.
Is it
Yes.
Toby?
I mean, Toby
Yes.
fucking trespassed.
There was no trespass. You were invited.
Oh my god, you're stuck with me swearing forever! Oh my fucking god!
Oh, my
Okay.
fucking warden.
I can become a statue and not listen to you. You may swear into these halls forever, is what you choose like. Spider, you may go. And you see the spider
Yeah,
disappear.
he's like mine. He probably won't be going anywhere.
He's gone.
Oh no, he's gone.
Oh no! Toby! I summon him back.
He comes back. No, he's going. So Toby comes in, bats back out of existence.
That's the thing, my
This Verity and this
spider
angel just having a little
magic
fucking childish summoning battle.
So, at any rate, we've come in here because we needed supplies and stuff, because, you know, we're waging a war against Argoneth, you know, the greyest evil to ever enter the material world. So, you know why you've been judging us? I am afraid that we have come here to judge you. And I think you've been found to have sinned. And your judgment is death.
I am without sin.
Your sin is
dare
ignorance. Your sin
Only
is living in this
that is a
world.
sin.
Your sin is being really monotonous and annoying.
See? You are consumed with sin. It literally oozes off you.
Very well. He raises his hands. His sword stays floating, like upright. He raises his hands. He brings them down again, and all the walls come crashing down. You now see the entire temple.
Is there any other chests we haven't opened? Oh, there's a big tomb thing there.
Like, yeah, sarcophagus or something.
With
It's-
more
turns to-
octopilot.
He turns towards you all and says, "If you believe that you are without sin, then let your hands guide your blades into ultimatum. Guardians, these sinners do not know that they have been judged." And at that point, you both see, so you all see the water to your left and to your right start, and at both ends, two forms splash out of them. They are currently carrying themselves with vortexes of water underneath their legs, but they are relatively large creatures that look fish-like in nature, but they are wearing fine clothes, humanoid in nature.
Oh. The fuck is that?
Put them in the pillars. Can I get initiative, please?
I don't want to go in the pillar.
Nice neutral.
I don't want to be a pillar. I don't like temple.
Oh, I don't want to play first.
I'm
I
just glad
did
that
have
you
my
rolled
token
higher than
selected,
me.
you lying swine.
Just all I can imagine right now is Pillarmen from like fucking JoJo. Awaken, my masters! Just fucking... Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Oh wow, everyone got quite high initiative. Alright. That is +1, yeah, the planets are definitely go first. Alrighty then. Top of the round is Russ.
Good luck,
Oh,
Russ.
no.
Go get him.
I feel so nervous now.
First time seeing you
Okay.
fight.
As my bonus action, I'm going to cast Hexblade's Curse on this one.
Okay.
Let me find that.
So he is cursed.
Yeah, and then screw it. I'm gonna triple Eldritch Blast him.
Alright.
Well,
Make
super
3
let me
attack
find that.
rolls, please. So Russ puts his rapier down, focuses his
Oh
head.
god, that didn't work. Sorry.
Right from the attacks and spellcasting part.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird because it's I don't have all of the ones that I know in there, which might be an issue.
Welcome to manual rolling.
Okay.
Right, character.
You can add them in easily enough.
Russ.
Yeah. I know you've got to make like you've got to tick a change in like the spell section for it to be like the difference between an attack roll and a spell save DC. So it might be like part
It's
of the
not
reason.
that, it's just there's a bunch of spells and cantrips, but there's not the ones I want. Oh.
Sorry, hold on. It's not there, is it? Huh.
No. I did add it as a spell, it just didn't work.
Yeah, hold on. Spell attack. Ranged. 1d10.
Like in the settings in the spells, like there's an output option, and
Yeah,
it either has
yeah,
a spell card or attack.
Yeah, I'm putting it to attack.
Yeah, it's weird because I did use the kind of automatic builder thing, which might have been my downfall.
Oh, did you use Character Mancer?
Yeah.
Never use
Oh.
I had to. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'll re-edit them before
There
the
it
next
is.
session.
Just making sure it's coming out all right.
Ooh, rough.
Do you add your charisma modifier to that?
Yes, so that's +5.
It's charisma. Wait, hold up.
Sorry.
Yeah, right, sorted. Okay, off you go.
All right. Okay, so where do I roll it? It's still in the. Okay, I see.
So it'll be the attacks and spellcasting part. There we go.
It. Oof.
Oof.
Is that a nat one?
The 2 could get worse. It could be a 1.
Yeah. Okay. Second one.
Yep.
Great.
Oh.
Third one.
There we go.
Okay. So
Warming up.
Put your-
Warming up.
putting your whispering, misty sword to your side, you bring your hands up. 2 of them go too wide. The second one hits this creature square in the belly. I'll go ahead and roll damage on that one.
How do I do that? It's just the
So
same.
in the chat, where the
Yeah.
attack is on, just click Eldritch Blast.
In the chat. Oh, yeah, I see.
15 force damage. Lovely. So you see it jiggle.
Oh, plus whatever from the Hexblade's Curse as well, so an extra 5. I think.
Hexblade, Curse.
The bonus
Any attack roll
equals
you
your
make.
proficiency bonus.
It's damage rolls, and I think that still counts as spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Alright, so what's your proficiency bonus? Plus 4, plus 5?
+5.
Right, so it's
Yeah.
another 5 damage against him. Okay. Alright then, so it strikes him square in the belly, and you just see it go. There's a little bit of bluish blood that's oozing down from there, signifying that it has been hurt. The rest of
I think
you
that's my
have
turn.
seen. The rest of you have seen magic like this before from Loic. All right, so Rennas, it's your turn.
Okie doke. I'm just going to grab my shield, grab a dagger, and charge in headlong, screaming that I don't think he's got any right to judge me. And I will be using my vicious dagger. No, I won't. I'll be using my dagger of venom, but it's not activated. Sorry.
I know.
25 to hit.
That will certainly hit him.
Nothing else. This is going to do like practically no damage, but hey. So it's just the 8. Nothing else. No con save.
Okie dokie.
And that's my turn because being a rogue.
So you
sucks
rush
when you're
up
out of
and
advantage.
you just shove the dagger into his leg. Bitch. Oh. Alright, right. That's your turn. Arrabella, your turn.
Okay, so I kind of learnt my lesson in the monk's pit about attacking the same person so that they die. I'm going to cast my hunter's mark on this guy. And I'm going to get my fiend bow out and shoot him. I'm going to guess squib.
Yes, that's right. He's not a fiend. He is an elemental.
23 hit.
23 will hit him.
Okay, and then plus the d6.
So it's 15 damage. So you fire the
And
arrow. Hits him one in the shoulder.
And I'm going to go again.
Another hit. Another one gets him in his arm.
And that's
You
me.
can see
And
the bluish like blood seeping down into his clothes.
cool. I'll be right back.
Alright. Right, Otti, you're up.
So I'm gonna come running down here. I'm gonna do a cool slide across this, whatever this is, the sarcophagus
Whoa.
thing.
Yep.
Slide across it, and I'm gonna stand in this very corner. He's not quite in the squares. Can I reach him?
He'll be there. So
Okay, I'm going to do Ray of Frost, and I'm gonna try and
Okay.
freeze him.
alright, make a ranged attack, please.
There's a 14.
14, unfortunately, is going to miss him. He sees it coming and he just brings up his arm, and part of the vortex of water that's keeping him upright splashes out and absorbs the magic.
I'm guessing this is a low wall then.
Yes, it's a very low wall. It's like chest. It was high, now it's gone down.
Awesome.
Like, it's like it's kind of like this Planetar has sunk the temple into the water a bit.
Okay, and I'm gonna stand slightly behind it now.
Alright then. Verity, it's your turn.
No, there we go, please.
Just delete them, Verity. Just use the spell delete.
I'm gonna, as I'm backing up on my broom, I'm gonna cast level 3 blight at this one. Yeah.
Sorry. Which one, sorry?
At this one.
Top one.
Yep, blight. So does he need to make a con save?
Con save, yeah.
He is quite healthy.
Look at all that blubber.
15.
Oh, fuck. My save is 17.
So that's a fail.
So that's 8d8.
Necrotic damage, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Don't say it doesn't seem to do as much as I thought it would. Not bad.
Not bad at all. So,
And I'm just gonna roll a d20 for Wild Magic Surge now.
lovely. So black energy crackles out from your fingers, like lightning bolts. They shoot across and hit this guy, and you can see him just like old wounds that he has sustained, plus his fresh wounds, like open up even more, and they just seep out this blackish like gunge that severely hurts him.
Severely hurt him, like more than usual, or just?
No. It's in like this significant damage to him.
Okay.
All right. Anything else to me, Verity?
No, I'll leave it at that for now.
All right. So it is the place. So he is going to do 2 great sword attacks against you, Rennas. 16 and 15.
There's a miss. Here's a miss.
Yeah, no, I rolled 4 and a 3. Wow.
Thank you very much. Continue to roll that badly, please.
And with that, he flaps his wings and he goes up by 30 feet, giving you an opportunity to attack Rennas.
Yeah. But again, I'm going to do like no damage because I need sneak attack. So, 24 to hit.
I'll hit him.
And have another when it wakes up. Come on. 9 damage. Ha ha ha.
Right. So, you cut into his leg as he flies upwards. He has got 120 foot of flight, so he's actually going to...
I call him a coward repeatedly.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. And he's going to he's going to settle down on the ground over there. Right, here's the Marid's turns.
Marids.
Ooh. Each creature now. So they can fly, so they will fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 there, and then 5, 10, 15, 20 there. You know, from there. Probably good. Is it 15-foot line? No, 60-foot line. Yeah. So. Alright, so Rennas, Russ, and Verity, and Korgrin and Arrabella, I need you all to make dexterity saving throws as these Marids bring their hands together and a high pressure water stream shoots out.
I just need to roll a d3, 2 seconds. Cool.
So that's 6d6.
I'll Ring of Evasion. Basically the 1d3 was for regaining charges after a long rest, so I'll just use up the charges I've gained for today.
Okay, so Verity's the only failure, so you'll take 23 points of bludgeoning damage. The rest of you will take half damage. Verity, you are pushed 20 feet away. So 5, 10, 15, 20, and you are knocked prone because you failed. The rest of you are not pushed away as you held your ground, just being blasted by this stream of water. Powerful stuff. And then...
do I need to edit my own hit points?
Yeah. Can you take away your own hit points?
I'll try.
On the floor, I'm
My
just
evasion.
looking up at the planet, like, What's up, green bean?
So hang on. Is it?
My evasion
Korgrin, it's
kicks
your
in.
turn. Yeah, so you take no damage at all, Rennas.
So
So yeah, from Ross's your perspective, Rennas got out of the way and you took this jet stream, split it to the face. You were able to just move out of the way just in time, but Rennas basically like left you to get hit completely.
He just
I mean,
like
to be fair, I tried to put myself in between the big scary thing and you, and that's the thanks I get.
I don't know. I'm not feeling it, Rennas. I'm sorry. Maybe next time.
Should learn to dodge quicker.
So I would like to cast a 4th level spiritual weapon.
Yep.
On this fella here. So that will be. Let me just check out the math. 1d8 and an extra d8 for every spell slot. So 3d8 in total.
3.
And I would also like to use a feature that I've not currently used through the Divine Plate.
Okay, what's that?
And that would be the Guardian of Faith.
Oh, you want to cast Guardian of Faith?
Yes, please. For flavor, I would like it to be. It doesn't need to match it in game, but from the Divine Plate, I will channel forth. Obviously, it's going to be Moradin. I'd like to summon a anvil, like Moradin's anvil, from the ground,
Sure.
and then when it strikes, it's a hammer that strikes the anvil and sends out like a blast radius of fire.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely happy to do that.
So there's the actual magic flying hammer.
Anvil. So a large holy anvil envelops from behind Korgrin and sort of overlaps him overhead and just sort of simmers there with glowing energy radiating off of it.
The Guardian vanishes when it is dealt a total of 60 damage. So I would like a dexterity saving throw from the Marid?
Hold on. What's it called again? The spell? Guardian of Faith.
It's that.
So I'm just fucking reading it out. Moves to a space within 10 feet of the Guardian for the first time on a turn. Yeah, so he'll take the damage at the top of at the start of his turn.
Yeah, that's okay.
That was Spirit Guardians.
In the meantime, I will do a spell attack for spiritual weapon. So bonk. Ooh.
That is just a miss.
Fair enough.
Oh, you won't plus 10 that, okay.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I won't plus 10 that. That seems just low in general.
So yeah, so as the spiritual hammer comes down, he just brings up his own sort of magical energy and just blasts it away with a pressure of water.
But otherwise, I will move there. And that's me.
Right.
Sorry for the long round.
Russ, it's your turn.
Oh, Jesus. I think since I've cursed that guy, I'll just try and get him down. So I'll try and do a triple Eldritch Blast again.
Alright, make 3 ranged attacks, please. Hit. And miss.
Between 16 and 19, good to know.
Oh. And that's +5 to each of those from the Hexblade's Curse.
That's right, hold on. Hexblades.
I really wish I had bonus action spells.
Oh, Hexblades. Curse.
Hexblade's Curse. I put it in the chat. I can put it again if you'd like.
So I'm just reading it.
It is broken as fuck, yes.
You gain a bonus to damage rolls against the cursed target. Alright, I get it. No, I get it now. I thought it was a one a turn thing, but no, I get Okay, so it's 5. It's 5 for your proficiency bonus. So that is
Yeah, I've not
11
used it
and
before
15.
either. So
11 and 15. 11 and 15. So that is 26 force damage.
yeah, actually, as a bonus action,
It's a Verity.
as a bonus action, I'll toss a bardic inspiration over to Rennas.
Verity
just be
red
like-
hair.
I was going to say red hair sisters,
Sorry.
yes, queens.
Yes. Oh, yeah, how will you inspire Rennas?
I'll just say like, shit. I'm trying to think of words. Like, don't screw this up this time.
Thank you.
What do you mean this
This,
time? From your point of view, I've done literally nothing wrong.
This
Hey,
this
The
challenge
angel
to
outed
your,
you.
this challenge to your competency, Rennas, inspires you to try harder just to prove him wrong. Alright, so that is Russ's turn. Rennas, you're up.
I'll be like, Russ, watch your back. There's one over here. And then I'm going to leg it and leave Russ alone. It's nothing
Oh,
personal.
great.
Nothing personal, kid. Teleports behind you.
Nothing
But that's
personal.
not even the one I'm.
Yeah,
That's
I
not even
know.
the one I'm fighting.
I know, but I need, like, out of character, I need sneak attack, or I'm just fucking worse as I do 8 damage a round. So I have to go for the one that had someone standing by them.
Yeah.
And I will stab at them with my venom, dagger of venom, but again, not activated.
Alright then.
Ooh, 17.
That was just a hit against them.
Hooray! I ticked sneak attack. Where's my sneak attack?
No sneak denied.
There we go. So you can take the 8 from the first one if you want, and then 33. Oh, that's a lot of 6s.
Yeah.
For me, that's definitely a lot of 6s.
Yeah, it's really good actually. Well done.
But you can't have a 6 without a 1 in there as well. So
So
just,
Rennas,
Well,
you
yes,
rush
this is
forward
true.
with the dagger. You jump up and you just shove it into the guy's chest. He pushes you off of it, but you can see he took a lot of damage from that. He's sort of clutching his chest, which is bleeding profusely. Anything else from you?
Could judge us. Nah, how much did I use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'll just stay here. That's fine. Yep, I'm good.
Alright. It is Arabella's turn.
Okay, so the one with my hunter's mark, I'm going to go after with my squib again.
That's a hit. 7 and 12 damage on the first one. Yep.
And I'm going to go again, and I'm going to miss.
That is going to be a miss. So the first one gets him in the cheek. As he just sees another one coming, as you say, with a sort of dodge freely to the left. And you don't move anywhere.
I want to get out of lines 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to go chill in the corner.
Alright. Otti, it's your turn.
Well, I'm going to go sliding back on the sarcophagus. Come and stand in the doorway. I like better in the doorway, like there. And I'm going to do a chill touch at this guy over here because
Okie dokie.
I haven't used it yet. Maybe it'll be good. No, it won't.
You cast Chill Touch, and it just kind of stops in midair and just sort of looks at you and just goes, disappears.
oh. Insult.
Like you didn't even know Chill Touch could do that. That's cool, in a way.
And I'm just going to stand here.
Okay. Alright, that brings us to Verity. You are currently prone.
Verity finna dip.
Okay, you Shrek reject.
This was for being too fit.
I use half my movement to get up.
Yep.
Is anyone looking particularly hurt?
I think you're the most fit
this,
one.
this Madrid is getting pretty fucked up.
I was asking allies, but
You're the most hurt person then.
Mhm.
oh, Well, that's fine.
So you finna dip.
You know what? I'm gonna summon the Hand of Steve,
Okay then.
and I'm gonna do a punch, and I'm gonna punch this thing in the face.
Which one?
The green
Madrid?
bean over here.
Yeah, Green
Oh,
Giant.
Planeta.
Green.
Jolly Green Giant. Oh, ho, ho, Green Giant.
Where's your fucking corn? Smack.
Alright, go ahead and make a melee spell attack with Steve's hand or hoof.
Okay, so that's plus 10.
That'll hit.
Oh, nice! Oh god, what's the damage? Sorry, one sec. Also, no, that's 4d8 force damage. No, no.
18, not bad.
Yeah. And I'm gonna roll d20 now.
Good, good. So you bring out the hand or the hoof of Steve, and you send it charging towards the Planetar, which hits him square in the chest. He flaps his wings, just sort of maintain and just push the hoof off of him as he pulls up his sword ready. Anything else from you, Verity?
I believe I can do something with the hand as a bonus action, can't I?
Yeah, I believe so. Let me just check the spell itself. Hold on.
I'm checking that now.
You can squeeze if you've got them grappled as a bonus action. I know that much.
Yeah. So it's an action to cast it.
Clenched fist, hand strikes one creature or object within 5 feet of it. Makes a meaning spell attack. Hand using save statistics. On a hit, the target takes. Does it say whether I can do it again for as bonus?
No.
Probably not.
No, only the grasping hand has a bonus action feature towards that spell. Yeah. When you cast a spell as a bonus action on your subsequent, you can move it as a bonus action, and you can squeeze a grappled target as a bonus action with it.
And so, when you cast a spell and there's a bonus action on your subsequent turns, you can move the hand up to 60 feet and then cause one of the following effects. It says as a bonus action, I can cause one of the following effects.
Yeah, after you cast on the next spell after you cast it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But, not now, but every round.
No, not now.
Bonus action. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Cool. And then I'm going to fly my broom. I've only got 25 feet, don't I? 5, 10,
That's right. Yeah.
15, 20, 25. Over to the hallway.
All right then. So off you go. So it's the Planetar's turn. The Planetar, or the Judge even, he is going to cast an innate spell of his.
Oh no!
It is going to be...
Is he casting a spell?
It's an innate spell, which can't be counterspell, just so you know. I did some research into this. Innate spell casting can't be counterspelled.
Well, we're just fucked then, aren't we?
Probably.
So this is going to be 100 feet long, 20 feet high. A ringed wall, 60 feet in diameter.
Hey, I know this one.
Ah.
Oh no!
Oh no.
This is the one that I cast when I had control of whichever school leader thing it was that had it.
Straight wall is
The evocations who would have been sane. Insane in the membrane.
like
Say
that.
it out loud.
Oh lord.
So you all just see this wall of blades forever shifting amongst themselves just appear. Alright, so when a creature enters the wall's area, it starts its turn there. So yeah, so obviously it's facing out towards you guys. So it is occupying only Korgrin space at the moment.
However, Rennas is right near it, so he too will be chunked up.
Yeah. Okay.
Deck save.
Oh my
And,
god, I'm so glad it's 5
and-
foot wide.
And Verity as well, I suppose. Okay, so it's the Marid's turn. So the Marid, the one's going to get fucked up, is going to pull out a trident and attack you twice, Korgrin.
Deck save first, please.
Oh no, he's on the other side of it.
No, deck save from my
Yes,
Guardian of
yes,
Faith.
that's right. 11.
Fail, that's a fail. Now, one thing that Divine Plate doesn't say is, does it just have the same spell save DC as my spell save DC?
Yes.
Okay, then that's fine, that's a fail. So that will be just 20 damage. I don't roll dice, it's just 20 damage.
I love it. So a hammer strikes down on the anvil. And washes him over in radiant-like energy. He reaches forward through the blades to stab you with his trident.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Or-
That's a miss, which I will riposte. So make your attack.
15 piercing damage against you.
Magical piercing or regular piercing?
A magical piercing, I think. Let me just check.
Okay.
No, it's not magical piercing.
Yas Queen! Reduce that by 3. So that is 12 damage, so that is 91. And I will make a attack back for riposte. Low. I won't. It's nothing special. I'll just leave it.
Yeah. So
It's a free reaction, you know.
Yeah.
One dice deck.
So this guy's gonna fly here. Get a nice straight line going, I think. Yeah, so we can get both Russ and Rennas. So can Russ and Rennas make dexterity saving throws, please? Nice. So you both only take half damage and you're not pushed into the whirling blade storm. So you both take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, except for Rennas, you take no damage.
Whoop whoop. Gotta love
And then
evasion.
And then this guy's going to come over towards you, Arrabella.
Okay.
Alright, Korgrin, can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
I can, but I won't. Yeah, no.
Alright, so that is a fail. So you will take 6d10 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Fair enough.
38 magical slashing damage.
Oh, 53.
All of you just see Korgrin just get sliced up by these blades. Not to stay where you are.
No, I will take the action to disengage.
Okay.
So I will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 down. And I will swing with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Swish.
So
Better.
That's a hit. You did it with 4th level, didn't you?
I did. So that is 2, 3.
3d8.
Yeah, 3d8 plus my wisdom 3. 15 smackaroo.
So you smack the Madrid across the face, and you just see a small little fang tooth fall out of it. He's looking real hurt now.
No
Anything
divine
else
strike
you can
for spells. Nah, I'm okay. I will not action surge. I'm good.
Alright. So, as the fight continues onwards, we'll call that an evening for tonight, and we'll get on with it next week.